Oh, Joan. You finished the switchboard?
Yeah, finally. Radcliffe was late again. Would you like some coffee?
No, thanks. I must get on with my rounds. Oh, just as well you woke me. Could have slept straight through.
Look, I'll go if you're tired.
Oh, heavens, no. You have your break.
No, I mean it.
Thank you, but I'll manage.
Look, I just want you to know that I think I can understand what you must be going through.
I beg your pardon?
Well, the pregnancy, it can't have been an easy decision to make. Well, I'm sure you've made the right one. I mean, at your age, the risks are too great.
Is that all?
No, we just thought that you would like to know how we all feel.
Thank you. But I don't need your opinion or anyone else's. And I don't appreciate it being the subject of common prison gossip.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Joan, for your concern. But I have to sort this out for myself.
Yes, of course.
Anything wrong, Patterson?
Oh, no. Never could sleep in a strange bed.
Put away the cards and give it a try, will you?
Yeah, sure. Hell, Marlene.
Quickly! Isolation, gas. We've got to get the men out.
Oh, God, get the lady first. Oh. Hang on, come on.
Well, that's probably why I felt ill last night. That awful poison the fumigators left.
Yeah, but it's a bit strange, isn't it? I mean, all we get are headaches, but the guys, they nearly die.
Hey, have you heard about Matt?
We heard.
You're about 10 minutes too late, Rabbit. Don't drive a newspaper job.
Oh, right.
Which was the one they raced off in the ambulance?
Jeff, Matt told Jenny that he would have clocked it if the freak hadn't saved him.
You mean Miss Ferguson saved him?
Yeah, and gave him the kiss of life, evidently.
Oh, geez, that should have asked to save me. Managed to give me bad breath for the rest of my life.
Did you hear any more about Jeff?
No, the nurse shoved her off before she could find out any more information.
Not even spare bloody chair.
Oh, what's the matter with you?
I'm worried about Matthew, aren't I? Oh, don't worry, Marlene. It's Jeff who's really ill.
Come on, sit down and eat. You'll miss out on seconds.
Not even hungry.
Neither am I.
Not up, you two. You've got a job to go to this morning. You're not going to go looking like that, are you?
Oh, bugger that. Hey, Myra, don't you reckon we ought to let the papers know about those bug catcher people and what they did?
Yeah, they could have killed Matt or anything.
Hey, Harry, hang on. How do we know it was the fumigator's fault? I mean, as Jude said, none of us was sick.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, I think we should get our facts straight before we start running to the press.
Mitchell, why aren't you dressed for work? The bell's about to go.
Oh, just didn't want to get breakfast down me good gear, Miss Ferguson.
I don't think anyone had noticed. Now, move.
How it's actually going to happen.
Not if you don't get going.
Going.
Oh, I'll take your place.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I'll have
Vic.
to get ready. Come on, Lex. Will you take my plate too?
Oh, sure.
I'll learn you some of my stuff. You'll be a knockout.
Wish me luck.
You got it, kid.
Yeah, have fun. And behave yourself.
Oh, make up your mind. I can't do both.
For God's sake,
I'm coming.
You all right, love? Seem a bit quiet. You worried about Jeff?
Yeah. Well, he's a decent sort of guy, isn't he?
Well, first up, we all thought it was that stuff they used to fumigate the place with, and then the police found the gas bottle.
Oh, I'll never forgive myself if anything happens. I should never have let those workmen stay in isolation.
Why not? I think I would have. Oh, have the police finished?
Finally.
Any clues on who might have put it there?
No, but the police are treating it as attempted murder.
Oh, the department's going to blow a gasket over this one.
Yes, we'll probably have Colby around before lunch screaming about lax security again.
Yeah, well, they better not. They knew from the start they were sending us trouble, and they've done everything since to make sure that's just what we got.
How do you mean?
Well, firstly, where's the extra staff they promised?
Oh, yes, I pressured them about that too.
And second, they put the men out in the grounds where every Tom, Dick or Harry could have a go at them. And third, they let them fraternise with the women.
Well, I don't see how being with the women's put them at risk.
Oh, no? What about the new one? She could have been put in here to do the job.
Patterson? I hardly think so.
No, but the possibility's there, isn't it? Colby should have known that a hit could come from the inside. I did.
Well, why didn't you do something about it? Do ask for extra security.
It's not my fault. I'm only filling in time till Reynolds gets back. If I could see it, why couldn't she? Look, I'm doing the best I can to carry out the conditions she laid down. Now, she'll be back tomorrow. But until then, I don't want to hear any more criticism from you lot. You understand?
Loud and clear.
Good.
Oh, geez, come on.
Hold this. Sure, I got another one somewhere. It's all right, I got one.
I'm not sure about all this.
What?
This gear, do you reckon it's all right? I mean, it is a factory I'm going to, not a bloody rock concert.
So? Doesn't mean you got to have your bum hanging out of a pair of overalls, does it?
But it's not.
Yeah, you look good, Bob, really.
Oh,
You look great. So you'll feel great. It's half the buzz, isn't it?
yeah, I suppose. Hey, Rabbit, do you reckon you'll be getting to the infirmary today to see Matt?
I'll certainly try.
Oh, beauty. Say hello from me, will you?
All right.
Oh, no, come on, Mitchell.
Right, that's it. I'm going to call the factory and tell them you can't make
Miss
it.
Ferguson, you can't do that. It's all fixed up.
What's the use? They'll take one look at you in that rig out and change their minds anyway.
Bugger it, I knew it. I told you.
all right. Look, we'll change her.
We're only trying to make her feel nice.
Jeans and jumper, Mitchell, and if you're not at the gate in 5 minutes, I'm going to call the whole thing off. And as for you, Patterson, just watch yourself. You're only wearing that rubbish under sufferance. I'll peep out of you and you'll be on a charge, miss.
Bloody idiots, I told you. You nearly blew me job.
I'm sorry, mate. It's truth, Bob. We wouldn't have done anything on purpose to get you into trouble.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make a go of this, okay?
Give us your head. I'll take these out when you get your gear on. You'll knock 'em dead no matter what you got on anyway, you know.
Nothing much wrong with you, is there?
No. Feeling okay?
Can't say the same for your mate. Pretty bad, apparently.
You've heard from the hospital?
Yeah, he's still hanging in there, but nasty business. You know, I might have been able to stop it if I'd have known they were moving in on you.
You bastard! You knew! You knew all
Watch
along!
your mouth, you little faggot. You can't talk to an officer like that, okay?
I'm sorry, Mr. Murphy, but Jeff showed you that note.
What note?
That note, the death note that came over the fence.
You feeling all right, Delaney? That gas must have left you a bit weak in the head.
Jeff took it to you, so you'd know we needed protection.
There's no note, Delaney.
You know damn well there was. You know that, Murphy.
You got a real problem there, boy. I reckon if I were you, I'd forget about any note. Otherwise, I might have to recommend you for psychiatric treatment. Now, better get rid of ideas like that. You'll only finish up in a padded cell, and we wouldn't want that, would we? Glad you're feeling better, Sonny. Bastard.
Don't let me stop you. It's pretty sharp stuff.
Just mucking around?
Yeah? If you mucked around like that in the rec room, we could make a fortune.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't come the wide-eyed bit with me. You know what I mean. Listen, Warren's flashing big bickies, just crying out for us to take it. And you've got the know-how, so why waste it?
Good point, Lou. So I don't need you, do I?
Think again, sweetheart. You're not going to get any takers if I spread the word you're a card sharp. But if we team up, well, let's just say I have a way of making people do things. You'd have all the punters you could handle.
Yeah, I'll bet. Lucky I'm not that desperate, eh?
Look, sweetie, money's everything in this place. You ain't got it, you got nothing. Now, you got the card tricks and I got the muscle. That's a 50-50 partnership to big money in my book. How about it?
Okay. But I'm not fleecing my mates.
I'm being nice to you, Patterson, so don't take advantage of it. You'll play whoever I set up, or you'll never play a game. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Good. I knew you'd see it my way. Well, better let you practice up, eh? Got to keep those fingers in good shape.
And I don't want you to have Pete running around after you either. Because we all pitch in here and do our own bit. If you don't, you're out. Now, I can't make myself clearer than that, can I?
No, Mr. McDonald.
I took you on because Mr. Murphy sold me on your merits. Now, if you're slacking off, you'll be letting him down, you'll be letting me down, and worst of all, you'll be letting yourself down.
Well, yeah, I know that. That's why I'm going to be trying my very best.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Hi, Pete.
Ralph?
Now, this is the girl I was telling you about, Bobby Mitchell.
G'day, Bobby.
G'day.
Now, Pete just finished his apprenticeship last year, and he really knows what he's talking about. So you do exactly as he says, and you'll be okay. Right, Pete?
She'll be right.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Bloody hell.
Give you the works, did he?
I reckon he hasn't shut up since I got here.
Don't worry about old Ralph. His heart's in the right place.
Yeah, where's that?
You don't believe me? What's this?
Hey, Ralph.
What are you doing?
What's your problem?
It's okay if I take a couple of hours off on Friday. I've got to run the old lady up to Westburton again.
Oh, yeah. Hope these doctors aren't taking you for a ride.
Nah, I reckon this will be the last of it.
You've got to watch these quacks. Well, I'll tell your ma I said hello.
No worries.
Has Mum been sick?
Yeah, she broke her leg. Ralph's been letting me have time off over the last few months so I could run around. And not 1 cent docked. It's a good bloke.
Yeah, never said nothing about me being inside. I suppose that's something.
Wouldn't worry him, as long as you do the job. So, better get started, eh?
What do I have to do?
You see this? It's a pendant control for a crane. Trouble is we can't get any switches.
So?
So, you got to fix these up. And it needs a complete rewire. It's a bugger of a job.
No worries, I'll have it done by lunchtime.
Okay. Hamburgers on me if you make it. We got to deliver it to the factory by lunch.
You're on. Mitchell, you've got a big mouth.
Oh, no, you didn't see him?
No, my apology.
Well, if you didn't see him, where have you been?
Trying. I waited ages for Sister to hold the lead and then Radcliffe caught me hanging around the corridor.
Any news on Jeff?
No, you'd think they'd tell us something, wouldn't you?
Oh, look, maybe we'll be able to get a note to him at lunchtime.
Yeah, well, it won't be a lunchtime if we don't get some of this work done, will we? Clear that dryer and then make it delivery. Where's the maternity stuff?
Yeah.
Hell, it's not even ready. So help. What have you been doing all bloody morning?
Picking me bloody nose. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that'd be right. Hey, what's happened to the book lately? Scared of losing all the winnings?
Of course not.
So what's happening? It's about time we had a chance of getting some of our dough back.
There's a book on horses to sell, okay?
A country meeting, that all?
Look, I haven't thought of anything else yet.
Yeah? Okay. So if I come up with an idea, you'll put a book on it.
I I might. Look, it's my book.
Oh, come on. You got to give the women a chance to win their money back.
I didn't say no, did I?
Didn't say yes either.
I'm saying it.
Could we please get some work done?
Sorry to bother you, but I thought you'd like some good news for a change.
Okay, what is it?
Well, the hospital rang to say that Jeff McRae's all right and he'll be back with us tomorrow.
Why didn't they ring here first? Don't they know who the governor is?
Oh, well, we've been trying to get through to you for ages, but your phone's been busy.
Oh, yes. Well, it was the department. They've finally decided to do something about the replacement staff.
Oh, don't tell us they're sending us more trainees.
No, and we're only getting one. Some bloke by the name of Crookshank.
Not Dennis. Oh, that's marvellous. He used to be here before.
Well, I'm glad to see someone can get a kick out of staff shortages. We asked for 3 and they're only sending us 1.
Oh, yes, but we're used to that around here, aren't we? And really, it'll be marvellous having Dennis. At least he knows the place.
Yeah, well, time will tell. Now, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I'll get back to work. I know you'll like Dennis. He's a pom, but he's a good bloke. Yes, sorry.
Unreal. Fixed the switches, did a full wire job, then asked me if she could connect it. I'll be out of a job soon. Yeah, she's got a real knack for it. Yeah, just what she was doing. I just gave her a few hints.
Oh, of course.
Okay, Pete, fork out.
Oh, yes? Fork out for what?
Oh, g'day, Mr. McDonald.
Well, I suppose you think you're going to get this thing to go.
No worries, it'll work.
Well, there's only one way to prove that.
Yeah. Oh. Well, what do you reckon?
Not bad at all.
Not bad. It's a bloody good job, kid.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's a hamburger with a lot you owe me, mate.
Oh, no way.
Good on you, Pete. I'll have one too, and you can buy the chips. After all, we can't have our budding apprentice starving, can we?
Good on you, Ralph.
Oh, you look really beautiful, Jude. What's that you've got? It's Sam's drawing of Judy. You know, you look quite saintly.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't know about the saintly, but
I
it's damn
never
good.
noticed before, but you're pretty good looking
Oh,
for an
leave
old
it.
bird.
Put it in a frame before it gets bent. Yeah.
I thought Bryant was already bent.
Rack
Oh,
off,
thank
Kelly.
you, thank you.
Keep your knickers on. I only wanted to tee up a game of cards with Porky Pig here.
Oh, shut up.
I'm going to show it to the other one.
You want to play for money?
Oh, gee, what a good idea. Of course I want to play for money, stupid. Or have you changed your mind again?
I'll bet you anything, anytime, Kelly.
I'll pull the other one. You wouldn't even take on a lousy player like Lexi.
Oh, yeah, smarty? Well, I already did, and I beat the pants off her, so it wouldn't be fair to do it again. Now, whoosh.
You never give no one a chance to get their dough back.
All we've got to do is ask.
Oh. Do you hear that? That stuff here is ready to take on any card player who's willing. You know what you're doing, Rabbit?
Of course I do.
Good. And I'll tee up someone for a game tonight.
I know you missed me, girls, but don't rush me.
G'day, Frankie.
Been keeping yourself nice, Lou? You know, the only way I kept myself warm in the pound was thinking about you and me. Little Pixie here.
Oh, terrific. I'm glad I made the team. Forget it.
Looks like it's just you and me, lover.
Oh, look, go away, Frank. You're rude, ignorant, and rude.
Yeah, I'm getting better every day.
Oh, no, you made me...
Come on, honey, let's go to lunch.
She's eating with me, aren't
Get your
you,
hands
lover?
off, you bastard.
Well, it ain't dough-faced Desmond. Feeling jealous, are you, love? Don't worry. I wouldn't touch you if somebody else's.
You lay a hand on Pixie and you'll have to use somebody else's.
Big talk without McRae to back you up.
I don't need any muscle to back me up. You lay one hand on any of these women and you'll find that out the hard way.
Come on, you two, lunch.
Hands off.
That was the worst lunch I ever sat through. I don't know how you could take all those awful things that man said, Myra.
Yeah, me either. I would have got up and dropped him
Just
one.
what the freak wanted me to do.
Well, at least he would have got put back in solitary.
Yeah, and Matt and Jeff as well. Is that what you want?
Oh, no. I mean, they're awfully nice. How on earth could they get mixed up with such an awful
Well,
man?
maybe they don't have a choice, love.
Anyway, don't worry about Burke. I can handle him. Yeah? Should hear what he's going to do to you.
Oh, he's all mouth, isn't he?
And hands.
I don't know why you're carrying on. He's just feeling a bit randy from being locked up in the pound.
Well, he can just go and randy somewhere else.
Yeah, you've got the hots for it. How come he doesn't go to you if he's so desperate?
Maybe he's not as desperate as we thought.
Oh, good one, Jude.
You'll be laughing on the other side of your face after the card game, fatso.
Yeah, okay, love. You're not worried about losing the game, are you?
Oh, hell, you know me at poker. I'm a killer.
Oh, yeah, sure.
No, honestly. I might have had a bit of bad luck in here, but I come good when the pressure's on.
Really?
Yeah. You know, once me and this mate were having this hand stick, this huge stakes all riding on this one last hand.
Oh, God, the suspense.
Oh, shh, go on.
Well, see, I knew she was bluffing and I held out.
And you won.
Yeah, she only had 2 pairs. Should have seen her face drop when I plonked down this royal flush. Spades. 8 up.
8 up?
What time is?
Bucket if I know, Mrs. B.
It's Marlene being Marlene, Mrs. Barry.
I don't know what was funny either.
Well, never mind. Visitor, Myra.
Oh, don't worry, Marlena. I think they're awfully rude.
Me too, Pix. Stupid moles.
Come on, darling. I mean, let's face it, huh? I'm it.
Gee, Frank, I don't know how to put this, but does the word no mean anything to you?
No way, lover. I'm a man with a mission.
Oh, well, that's done it then. I mean, I couldn't do it with a missionary, could I?
You're okay, Lexi.
Rack off, Patterson.
Oh, you're just starting to get warmed up.
Yeah? Well, we got things to talk about.
It's okay, Frank. Reckon Lou needs it more anyway. You know what they say about the old ones?
Stupid bitch. What are you doing in this area anyway?
Well, Murphy's got me fixing shelves in the library.
Oh? You could have fooled me. It's more like you're chatting up every piece that goes past.
Yeah, right. You know, it's pretty cosy in there.
Oh, forget it. The screws patrol every 20 minutes. More with you blokes around.
Got about 4 minutes left.
Listen, I'm more interested in getting some earners off the ground. Now, you going to back me or aren't you?
Okay, now I got the booze started, didn't I?
Screw coming. Now, you start thinking up some ways to make money. Just something to keep us going till I can get the dope in. I got to go.
Whatever. Keep me dinner warm.
Shut up!
She's very lucky to have a friend like yourself to look after her, Mrs. Desmond. My Emile knows not much outside her home.
Yes, we've gathered that.
You must make her understand I am sorry. She could not come to me in a time of trouble. My fault.
Yes, well, considering the way you people feel about trouble bringing shame on the family, I really can't blame her.
Yes, poor Emile. You see, Mrs. Desmond, many times I have seen the husbands when they bring their wives to work. And it makes me feel I am very bad to Emile. You see, in our community, the man must be very strong to hold respect. But I wish to have marriages you have here, where the man and the wife can be close in their life together. This is something I want very much with Emile. But it is very hard to change the old ways. Our friends, our family, they don't understand.
I can see your problems, but sure you must realize that it's these old ways that are causing all this mess.
You must understand it is not easy.
Please, I do understand. The reason I wanted to see you, Emile is determined to die. To pay for that man's life. We can't seem to help her.
It is our custom.
Yes, that's what she said.
But things are different in our new country. You must get her to talk to me. Oh, she can't die. We haven't even started to live our life together. She can't.
It's not going to throw out the routine if I see the women in maternity first, is it?
No, I'll arrange it with Joyce Barry. Not much routine in maternity anyway. Oh, by the way, you won't have McRae and Delaney in your group today. They're still in hospital.
All right. The police found anyone yet?
Nah, wasting their time, if you ask me. I mean, how are you going to help them with all this no lag and rubbish? I know who did it, all right.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't think they'd go this far.
Listen, I'd like you to run a check on Delaney. Bit worried about that lad.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing I can put my finger on. Seems sort of, how would you put it, unstable. Maybe all this Woodridge stuff is starting to affect his mind. I don't know.
He seemed all right last time I saw him.
Yes, but a lot of things have happened since then, I guess. Must be hard for a kid his age having to handle what he's had to put up with lately.
All right, I'll make a point of it.
Good. I'd like you to run a check on this new one, Lexi Patterson. See, she's got any special problems I should know about. Forewarned is forearmed.
Right, I'll see what I can do. I mightn't be able to see her today, though.
Oh, there's no hurry. You know, Mrs. Reynolds will be back tomorrow.
Yes, I heard about that. Sure you won't be sorry to be handing back the reins. It's been heavy going from all accounts.
Yes, it's not the easiest of jobs. Still, we're lucky to have someone like her in the chair.
I have to agree with you there. I'll leave you to it.
Fine.
If anyone says anything, you tell them that I gave you permission to see your meal, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Mrs. Spear.
I've got to do something to help those two. That poor man, he was so upset. I just hope you can get the girl to at least try and see him.
Give him your best.
And you make sure you're back in the laundry before Mrs. Slattery gets there, all right?
Thanks. Hi.
Hello. You having a, what they say, a sickie?
That's the right word, love, but no, I'm not having a sickie. As a matter of fact, I just had a visitor.
That is good.
Your husband.
You? Why?
He wants to see you. He's ready to stand by you. Your meal, he loves you. He's prepared to give up the old ways if it means you two having a better life together.
No, he would not do this. You don't understand. His friends would laugh. They would call him fool.
He's prepared to face that if it means you two being happy. Do you know what I think? I think it's you who can't stand up to the friends.
You are wrong.
I don't think so. Your husband's not the one copping out by starving himself to death.
That is different. It is my duty.
Have it your own way. But if you're determined to die, I think you owe it to Ahmed to at least see him before you do.
It sounds really nice, Myra. Oh, poor Yamil. She must be so mixed up.
Knew the bitch was having his on. Should know better than to trust a wog.
Oh, shut up, will you? Well, I believe you, Neil. I've seen what happens in these arranged marriages. Sometimes the wife is treated no better than a stray dog.
Well, who do you believe?
Both. I think Yamil running away from the crap that she had to put up with made Ahmed see the light.
Oh, I feel really sorry for him. He must really love her.
It's a bit late for that now, isn't it? She can't stand a bar of him.
No, I don't think that's it, Marlene. Oh, if only she'd see him, talk to him, maybe she'd change her mind about a lot of things.
Was there any hope of that?
Who knows, Jude?
Off to see Frankie again, hello?
No, I'm bloody not. And you keep your hands off him if you know what's good for you.
No worries. Hey, Banjo, I didn't think you'd stick your name down for work, Judy. You've got to be kidding. Just thought I'd check your lot out.
Oh, well, you're just in time. You can take over. I'm just running to the lady.
Hey, wait a minute.
I won't be tea.
Come on, it's better than sitting around doing nothing, eh? You want a bet? Speaking of which, Lou tells me she teed you up for a game of poker tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll take it easy on you this time. That's real big of you, Rabbit. There's no need to. Oh, well, it's only fair after I fleeced you last time.
Look, I'd rather you didn't do me any favours, Ma.
Forget it. I wouldn't want to clean you right out, now would I?
Well, if it isn't little fairy Floss.
Hi, Mr. Burke.
Mr. Bird. Now, that's cute.
Yes, well, bye.
Hey, where are you going? I was just about to take a smoke up. Wouldn't you like to keep me company?
I really don't think so. Now, if you don't mind.
Love those eyes.
Look, if you don't let me go out, I'll hit you.
Oh, come on. Come on. I'll have you.
Stop it.
Come on, show some muscle. Shake your legs.
And I'm not sorry I did that. You deserved it. You're absolutely disgusting.
Shut you. Think you're too good for me, do you? We just have to take you down a peg or two, won't we?
Coffee, Miss Ferguson?
No. Have you seen those reports I left here?
Yeah, Yes, they're over there on the coffee table. Len Murphy was going through them.
Just as well it wasn't a personal letter. Would have received the same treatment.
He said he wanted to get all the paperwork out of the way.
Yeah, well, it's a pity he didn't sign them.
He was called away to the phone. Oh, by the way, some good news. Dennis Cruikshank's coming back.
Any more good news?
Yes. Yamil Bakata has finally agreed to see her husband.
I'll get these to Murphy. I'll be on patrol if you need
Oh,
me.
Miss Ferguson, the new girl, Patterson, she's in with Chris. Would you mind picking her up in about 10 minutes?
Why don't you ask Morris? She's rostered on with me.
Well, you see, she phoned in about half an hour ago. She's going to be a bit late.
Oh, any other duties you'd like me to take over?
Sorry I kept you waiting, Mrs. Morris.
All right.
Oh, please go through. Didn't call you from work, did we?
Oh, well, I was just on my way.
I'm sorry about that. But in cases like this, it's imperative that we act quickly.
Is there something wrong with the baby?
I have the results of your tests here. I'm afraid they show a uterine tumor. Now, I don't want you to worry. This sort of thing is quite easily rectified, if we get it in time, that is.
You mean it's cancerous?
We won't know that until we operate, Mrs. Morris, hence the urgency. I'll book you in as soon as there's a bed vacant. So if you could arrange to have some time off over the next couple of weeks.
I have to attend a court case early next week. I'm afraid we'll have to leave it until after that.
Surely you can get out of it.
No, I'm afraid not.
I see. Well, I guess we can delay it by a few days, but no longer. I really can't overstress the importance of speed in a case like this.
It is quite safe. I mean, this operation won't harm the baby in any way.
Mrs. Morris...
What is it? What haven't you told me?
I'm sorry, but there's no way we can remove the tumor and save the baby's life at the same time.
I reckon that Lexi's brave as hell. The way she spoke to Mrs. Barry.
Oh, look who's talking.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't try and get her seeing Chris. I reckon he's spunk.
Thought you had the hots for Delaney.
Just mates.
Oh, yeah? Drop your cold, did he?
Get stuck.
I wouldn't let it worry you, Rabbit. Lou wouldn't understand any relationship outside of the sack.
Up yours too, Brian.
You know what I mean?
Pixie. We're never going to get anything done at this rate.
Yeah, she's taking her time, isn't she?
I bet she snuck up to see Matt.
Well, if she's gone to chat up Frank, she'll get a smack in the mouth.
Oh, really? Judging by the way he was mauling her, I'd say it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, what the hell do you see in him anyway? He's a bloody creep.
You wouldn't understand, Warren. You think sex appeal's a button day for prostitutes.
Can we please get some work done?
Yeah, will you just tell her to keep her fat mouth shut? I'm sick of her running Frank down all the time.
Yes, Rabbit. He can do that quite well on his own. There's no need for you to help.
Oh, my gosh. Pixie! Get a chair, quick! Oh, my God. Pixie? Honey, who did this to you? Pixie? It's me, love. It's Judy.
I want to bash up Pixie.
I think there's more to it than that, Marlene. Go and get a screw.
Oh, my God. There's only one person that'd do this sort of thing to her, and that's Burke.
Oh, that's right. Blame Frank. He's the only mongrel in the joint.
He was the only mongrel laying it on her at lunchtime.
So what? Murphy laid it on me, remember? And he's got the run of the joint now.
Shut up and stop arguing.
Oh, so Murphy's been up to his old tricks again.
I don't think it was him.
Yeah? Take a walk, Desmond. I want to talk to you.
For God's sake, she needs help.
She's in no danger now, Brian. I'll see that she gets help, okay?
She needs a doctor.
Yes, and I'll see that she gets one after we nail the culprit.
Oh, come on. We know who it is.
We want to get rid of Murphy, right? Now we've got the evidence.
How?
Just get her to her cell and I'll fix it.
Oh, no, you can't use Pixie for something
Desmond,
like that.
the damage has been done. Now, it's not going to make any difference to Mason.
No.
Better this than finding her at the bottom of a stairwell like the rest of Murphy's victims.
Oh, she's not hurt anymore.
Yeah. See that she's taken care of properly after we fix Murphy. He won't get time to lay a finger on anyone else. What's happening? Is an ambulance coming?
Marlene, help Judy get Pixie to a cell, will you?
What? She needs to see Sister Hall now.
Judy, I love her as much as you do. Just do as I say.
Why? Just tell me why.
Don't make it any harder. Do it.
But look at her. She needs to see a doctor.
She's not in any pain. We're going to set Murphy up for it, but I promise we'll get Burke as well. Oh, yeah. Hang a man before you try him. I bet Murphy's the bastard.
Shut up! Just shut up!
Please, get her to a cell quickly.
Oh, my God.
You shouldn't have hit me, should you? I'll bloody show you. What do you want? What are you sneaking around here for, you bloody wog?
Nothing,
Out of the way, you stupid bitch!
No, Jude. We've got to make it look as convincing as possible.
Oh, God, you sicken me. I thought you'd changed, Myra. But oh no, you are still the same heartless bitch that used to beat up on kids before Reb took over. And now you're going to use Pixie for your own good, aren't you?
Jude!
That's it, isn't it? Look at me, I'm the top dog. I get everything done, but I don't care who I have to step on to do it. That's what you're all about.
Jude, please. Look, I know how you feel about it, and I'm sorry if what I'm doing is hurting you.
Hurting me? I don't give a stuff about me hurting. It's only her I care about. Why aren't you out there getting that bastard
We will.
to her? Oh, yeah, when? We're wasting time now trying to set up Murphy, and she's lying there suffering.
The only way we're wasting time is if the freak doesn't follow through. And you're wrong about Pixie. Oh, for God's sake, Jude, I am not a monster, but look at her. She's cut off. She's in her own little world. She can't feel a thing.
Oh, God. Why? She never hurt anybody in her whole life.
Let Frankie do this?
Yeah, we think so.
I see him in shower room. He had a big scratch on his face. He looked very frightened.
Stinking bastard. I'll be more than frightened when I'm finished with him.
Hope you're not wasting my time, Ferguson.
Look, I'm making alcohol. I could smell it. Now, do you want to catch them or not?
Don't use that tone with me. Which cell was it?
The Carters.
Ah, the wog's making jungle juice, is she?
Someone is.
Beats me why you didn't handle this yourself.
I thought you might appreciate the feather in your cap.
What?
Well, it's going to look very good on your record, isn't it, when the department finds out that you nipped it in the bud single-handed.
What are you after?
I've changed my mind about working on your team. Well, you've shown me that a prison can be run efficiently with the right person behind the desk.
That it?
No, you were right. They'd never consider me for the job. I know that now.
Quite a change of heart. Good. Anyone else in it with her?
I only saw Warren go in there.
Did she see you?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? God, woman, what's got into you?
All right, she didn't see me. Now, do you want to catch them
Of
or
course
not?
I want to catch them. But we'll wait a few minutes, let them settle down.
Yeah, but if you wait, then...
Well, wait.
Still here?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid Meg's awfully late.
Probably churning up the drive right now. Want a coffee?
No, thanks. It'll be coming out of my ears. Tell me, how'd you get on with Patterson?
Ah, she is a real case. I think it'll take me days to sort out the fiction from the fact.
That sounds like Lexi, all right.
But no one turned up to take her back. I headed in the general direction. I hope that's all right.
Oh, no, that'll be all right. Joan Ferguson's in that area. That'll be fine. Good heavens, look at the time. Meg's over an hour late. You don't suppose something dreadful's happened to her, do you?
Well, maybe she's had trouble with the car.
But you think she would
Joyce,
have
stop
phoned.
worrying. She'll be all right. I've got to go. If anyone's interested, I'll be up seeing Delaney.
Right.
never heard.
No time to explain, love. You better get out of here.
Well, I reckon you lot ought to too. I just saw the freak of Murphy headed this way.
Okay, both of you, out you go.
God, she looks bad. Don't touch her. It's all right. We look after her.
Please, will the two of you get out of
Okay,
here?
okay, we go.
Righto, back against the wall, everybody. Caught you this time. Move it, Bryant. Come on, Mason. What's going on here? What's wrong with Mason?
You should know, Mr. Murphy. You did a damn good job on her when you raped her.
No, you don't, you bitch!
Get it off, quick, go on, do it! Brian, get the sister for these two, hurry!
Bitch! You won't get away with this!
Glad you're here, Meg. Joyce just phoned to ask if I'd seen you. Oh, good heavens, I haven't given the time a thought.
Well, as long as you're all right, that's the main thing. You're not all right, are you?
Oh, I've just got to talk to someone.
Well, sit down. I'll put the kettle on. Hello, Anne Reynolds speaking. Oh, my God. Meg Morris is with me now. We'll be there straight away.
Well, what's happened?
Pixie's been attacked by Len Murphy. He raped her.
Won't work. Can't.
Already has. You made sure of that when you hit Desmond in front of those witnesses.
You think you've got me, don't you? Well, it's been tried by better people than you.
I doubt it.
You wait till this blows over. By God, I'll nail you, Ferguson.
You won't get a chance, Murphy, because this won't blow over. You are in it up to here.
You're forgetting something, aren't you? Burke. He's already doing time for rape. He's got to be #1 suspect.
Save your breath, Mr. Murphy. Burke has got a cast-iron alibi and an impeccable witness. Me.
Keep an eye on him.
But I do not understand. This man Burke, not punished. Why?
It's got me beat. What the hell's going on?
It was Ferguson's idea. She thought we should use what happened to Pixie to get rid of Murphy.
But what of this other man? He's the one who hurt Pixie.
You bet he wasn't. I reckon we should fix the bludgeon right now.
What's the hurry? You ain't going nowhere.
No, and neither's Pix. Didn't you see her, Lou? I reckon it stinks using her like this. Why can't we tell the truth?
Now, hang on a minute, Marlene. Nobody cares more about Pixie than I do. Nobody. But it happened. We used her, and she's probably going through hell right now because of it. We're not going to let all that go to waste, are we? We'll get Burke. Believe me, it's the only thing I'm living for.
Oh, Jude.
In our own time, not in his. Girls, you're going to have to smarten yourselves up. We got a group session with the shrink soon, and I don't want any of you blowing off your mouths.
You'll find Murphy in the governor's office. Miss Hagan will show you the way.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, here's the governor now.
Hello, Inspector.
Miss Reynolds, how are you?
Fine. Much rather this hadn't happened, though. Will I see you before you go?
Yeah, of course. Let's go.
We saw the ambulance leaving as we arrived. What's Mason's condition?
Well, Sister Hall's examined her. Nothing serious. A few bruises, of course, but I'm afraid...
You mean she's in shock?
Catatonic.
My God.
Well, there's nothing we can do now, Governor. I've got everything under control. Wasn't easy, though, with some people not turning up to do their shift.
I'm sorry, Jane. Couldn't be helped.
Well, it was just as well I was here to take care of Murphy. You know, he went mad. Someone could have been killed.
Yes, thank you, Miss Ferguson. How are the women taking it?
Oh, they're quiet for the moment, but they'll bear watching.
Better get a move on. Where are you going?
I've been helping my shrink set up. Now I'm going back to the library.
No, you're not. I want you where I can see you, mister. Get back in that room.
Good afternoon, ladies. Frank, you staying?
I'll leave you, love.
He's staying.
Oh, good. So there's room for one more. Okay. Besides, I won't feel so outnumbered. Right, who wants to start the day? Look, I know what happened earlier. And I understand that you probably don't feel like any of this therapy crap.
You said it.
But look at it another way. You're all upset over Pixie. You feel anger. You hate the man who did this to her.
You could say that.
Fine. Well, that's what therapy's all about. Come on, don't bottle it up. Say what you think. Tell us what you feel. At least it's one way of getting some of this out of your systems.
You could be right.
So how about it?
For this thing to happen to Pixie is so bad, dirty. She is nice. When I first come here, she's so kind to me.
Right. Pixie was one of the gentlest people I've ever met.
Yeah, he's nothing but a bloody animal.
No! Animals not do this thing. Only people do.
Pixie's too nice for her own good. She wouldn't hurt a fly. I reckon he's the worst kind of mongrel there is.
Judy, you haven't said much. What do you think?
I think that the bastard who raped Pixie should be killed. Very slowly.
Interesting, Mr. Murphy. Very interesting story. Now let's go over it again, eh?
What's to go over? I've gone over it once, I've gone over it a dozen times. That bitch Ferguson's trying to frame me.
Oh, why would she want to do that?
She wants me out of the way, wants me out of Wentworth so she can get my job.
Seems a bit drastic. Just for the chance to be governor for a day or two?
Look, it was Burke. For God's sake, man, he's already doing time for rape.
So you've said. How'd you like to face Miss Ferguson with your allegations?
I'll face her any time.
Peppermint? Sorry I can't offer you a fag, but I've given them up. Now I'm trying to give up peppermint.
Look, will you cut the crap? You can see I'm being set up.
I'm a police officer, Mr. Murphy. I can only go by what the witnesses tell me.
They're all bloody liars.
Funny. That's what they say about you. Ah, Miss Ferguson. Only keep you a moment.
It's all right, Inspector. I'll help if I can.
Good. Now, let me see. Mr. Murphy claims that you framed him for the rape on Mason. Says you lured him to the cell with some story about somebody making illicit liquor. Is that true?
It is not. No, Inspector, I've been in this game for a long time, and I consider myself to be a good officer. If I had found something like that, I would have dealt with it. I certainly wouldn't have worried a governor with a routine problem.
You lying cow.
No. Let's not get personal. You get on all right with Mr. Murphy?
I'm afraid not, Inspector. I've tried to be friendly, but Mr. Murphy seems to have something against me.
What was that?
It's the dinner bell.
Oh, a good idea. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. Mr. Murphy suggests the real culprit is Frank Burke.
It's a good suggestion. But Burke was working in the library under my supervision at the time of the rape.
Oh, come on, man, she's lying.
Inspector, if I'm lying, then how does Mr. Murphy explain his attack on Myra Desmond? There were plenty of witnesses to that.
Oh, come on, Jude. You've got to eat something. Making yourself ill can't help Pixie.
Don't worry about me. I'll survive. I always have.
Hey, Warren, don't forget we've got a game tonight. You better count your dough while you still got some.
Break it down, Lou. We'll make it tomorrow night.
Why should we?
Why should we? Myra and Pixie. I wouldn't be able to concentrate.
Well, it's not my problem. We've got a deal.
Tomorrow night, all right?
No. I wouldn't be too upset about Pixie anyhow. I never did buy that innocent act of hers. I reckon she begged for it.
If you don't shut your filthy mouth, I'm going to shut it for you. Now, just shut up!
You should not say such a thing.
That's right, Lou. Don't judge others by yourself.
All right, you've got your game. Just shut it.
That'll be right. Turn me back for 10 minutes and stack it on a blue.
Hi, Bob. How'd it go?
No, it was ace. Had a really good day.
Yeah, it's good luck.
You finish, Bryant. The police would like a word with you.
Okay. Hey, good luck, Jude.
What's going on? How come the cops want to speak to Jude?
Some really awful news, Bob.
What?
Feeling better?
Yeah, thanks.
Now, we don't want to upset you, Bryant, but we have to find out exactly what happened.
I know. I'm okay.
Good. I understand you were one of the first on the scene.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, what did you see when you got to Mason's cell?
Well, Mr. Murphy was there. He didn't have all of his clothes on. Pixie was lying on the floor. Her clothes were torn. And she was just staring into space.
Anything else?
Yeah? Mr. Murphy then attacked Mara. He threw her up against the cabinets. I think he was trying to kill her.
Have you any idea why he would do that?
No. Unless, maybe because she found him and he was trying to get rid of her. Look, she knew this thing was going to happen. He put the hard word on a lot of the women. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
I can't believe it, that bastard!
I know what you mean. I can't tell you what it was really like. I reckon we would have killed him if Mara hadn't have been there.
Who said we won't? I mean, I'm really sorry about Mara copping it, but I still don't think you should have used Pixie to set him up.
Look, Pixie didn't know what was going on anyway. It was the best chance we've had of getting that bastard out of here. I know what you mean, though. I didn't like it either. Want a cuppa?
No, I'll get one later.
Bloody jug, it takes so long to boil.
What's the rush?
Got a poker game with your mate.
Oh, you're bloody unreal. How can you think of playing cards when all this has happened?
Look, it's not my idea. I got conned into promising Lou and she'd beat me up if I didn't show.
Bloody idiot, I'll leave you by yourself for one day and let that bitch suck you in.
Get off my back, will you?
If you had any nous, you'd back out.
Don't know what's up your nose. I can make a pretty bloody good guess,
Yeah,
though.
well, don't sweat about it. You won't have long to guess. Don't say I didn't warn you.
You did well, Patterson. Nice, clean statement. Should help the police.
I said what I saw.
Good. You should always tell the truth, Patterson.
Oh, yeah, Miss Ferguson.
Miss Ferguson, any news on Pixie or Mara?
No, Bryant. I'll let you know when there is. Kelly, police want to see you.
Glad that's over. Police all right to you? Oh, yeah, no worries.
Well, it's hard to know what the cops are thinking, but I get the impression that Murphy hasn't got a chance.
Hey, Lex.
Yep.
What's with the wink from Lou?
Oh, she sprung me shuffling cards and decided she wanted a piece of the action.
Yeah, well, you better get rid of her. She's poison.
Oh, hey, hang on. I'm a punter, not a knuckle freak. If I don't play, she'll flatten me.
So you're going to clean Rabbit out?
Look, there's nothing I can do about it, Bobs. Maybe you can talk the rabbit out of playing.
No way, Lou's already bluffed her as well.
Oh, what's the big deal? The rabbit's as thick as two short planks anyhow. Why are you looking after her?
Because she's me mate, all right?
Yeah, well, you and me were mates a long time before the rabbit.
Yeah, I know that. Rabbit's been my best mate in here since Cass was taken away. I reckon I could have managed in here without her.
Okay, so you didn't see anything. Is it possible you may have heard something?
I heard Murphy rape Pixie and bash Desmond.
Yeah. But did you hear anything that would either substantiate the allegations or prove Murphy's innocence?
Murphy's innocence? That's a laugh.
Why?
You've only heard about today. That's only the half of it.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you straight out. He's raped me more than once.
When?
Over the last couple of weeks. He's been on night shift. He got me in my cell after lights out.
You sure it was right?
Oh, you've seen him. What do you reckon? Wouldn't let him touch me with Robert Redford's.
Good, Rabbit. I love your finger action.
Yeah, let's see you do better.
Yeah, well, it's not bloody hard, you know. You have to pull out of this game.
No way. I've got my reputation to
Your
consider.
reputation? That's a load of crap. Lexi's going to eat you.
Oh, thanks. I've already played her once, remember?
I know. I also know she let you win just to soften you up.
Oh, bull, Bobby. I beat Lexi fair and square.
Rabbit, Lexi's a professional. She's played you for a sucker.
Sit down. Francis Joseph Burke. Got quite a bit of form, haven't you?
I've been unlucky.
Know a bit about rape, too, don't you?
That's that rude thing you do with girls, isn't it?
And give me any cheek, son. I'm a friendly copper. I don't want to change after all these years. You know Mason, the one they called Pixie?
Yeah.
Fancy her, did you?
Look, you can't fit me with this. I was working in the library when it happened. Ask her.
That's what I told you, Inspector.
All right, Frankie boy. I suppose you've heard on the grapevine that Len Murphy's been accused of raping Pixie?
Yeah. Women reckon Murphy did it.
Funny. He accused you of it.
Of course he would. He knows I'm in for rape. I'm a ready-made patsy, aren't I?
I'm not interested in past form, Burke. Just the facts.
I knew Murphy of Woodridge. Real bash artist. Never mind what he's done to the women here. He was always beating the crap out of the blokes. Bastards. Off his head.
What took you so long?
I'm here, aren't I? Well, let's see if you play as well as you talk. I really don't want to rip you off, Lexi. It's not going to kill me. I've only got about 20.
Don't worry, kid. I've got a bit of bread. I'll stake you.
Okay. Cut the deal. Your deal.
Well, there are the prisoner's statements, and here are the staff's.
Thanks.
Well, where should I start?
One up with mine. You can be sure it's accurate.
What else is going to happen in this place?
Well, it could have been worse. You know, they'd have killed him if I hadn't arrived on the scene in time.
Is he still in my office?
Yeah. Oh, I checked in to see if there was anything he wanted, but he wasn't too happy, so I haven't bothered since.
I still find it hard to believe.
Well, I did try to warn you, Governor. Then I suppose what's done is done, eh? Good night.
Right. Is it my imagination, or is she enjoying all this? No question of it. Still, she did warn me. I should have listened to her, but... Oh, I feel such a fool now. Well, you weren't to know. I mean, he always gave the impression of being a good, efficient officer. Yes, but I should have realised something. No buts, Anne. It's not your fault. We're forever being interrupted, aren't we? Why did you come and see me tonight? Doesn't matter. You've got enough on your plate. Meg, it must have been important. The doctor told me this morning that I have a cervical tumour. He doesn't think it's malignant. It's got to come out. Oh, hell.
I'll see you're 50.
Bullets on the roof, kid.
Should have bloody known.
I'm out. I suppose you want me signing over IOUs now.
No, I want you out of that chair. Anyone else want to try their luck?
You are lucky. You know many things about cards.
Shut up, Wog.
Now, you shut up. Emil has a point. How do we know these cards aren't marked?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Knock it off, will you? I don't cheat. Check and then you can bloody well apologise.
Yeah, okay, but it does happen, you know.
Not in my school, it doesn't.
Lexi doesn't need to cheat. She's a pro. She's been playing cards for years.
Bite on that, Tubbs.
Bit of an unfair advantage, eh, Lou?
Yeah, well, that's why she's in here. She skinned a bloke for $3,000. He got cold feet and dobbed her into the cops.
So what? Warren got herself into the game. Nobody forced her.
I'll get stuck, Lou.
Hey, Jude, cheer up. Pixie's being looked after now. She'll be all right.
We don't know that for sure, do we?
Suppose not.
Anyway, it's not just that. The cops are still here. I would have thought Murphy had been locked up ages ago.
They've got to question everyone, though, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
You all right? Don't let it get to you. I did try and warn you.
I lost everything, Bobby. Every last bloody cent.
That's the way it goes.
She cleaned me out. And she made me look like a fool.
I know how you feel. I just hope you learned something from it.
Have I ever? Never gambling again. I wouldn't even bet on an archbishop going to church on Sunday. What are the others going to think of me?
Oh, what's it matter what they think?
Of course it matters. You made me look like a bloody fool.
Why? It was only a game and a few lousy bucks. What's so important about that? Now what did I do?
Oh, don't come innocent act. You know bloody well you made Rabbit think she could beat you.
Big deal. She could have won, but she can't play poker. That's not...
Just leave it, will you? It's been a bloody rough day.
Finished?
We've done all we can here for now.
So I can leave, right?
Afraid not. I'll have to ask you to come to the station with us.
You believe him, don't you? You believe that pack of rotten crims against me? For God's sake, man, my record speaks for itself.
Leonard Edwin Murphy, I arrest you for the rape of Sandra Mason and the assault of Myra Desmond. I must warn you, you needn't say anything. But anything you do say may be taken down and used in evidence.
Hi, Matt.
Where's the screw?
Chin wagon with Sister Hall.
Uh-huh.
I hear you're getting out today.
Yeah, I'm feeling a whole lot better.
Good.
Marlene, is there something going on around here I don't know about? When Jacko brought me tea in last night, she looked like my best friend just died.
Oh, well, there's been a bit of trouble. Murphy got dragged off by the police because he laid into a couple of the women. Myra copped it.
What?
Matt, I don't want to be the one to tell you this. Someone should. Pixie. She got raped.
Keep it short, Mr. Ferguson.
Won't take a minute.
Murphy?
Good morning, Len.
What do you want?
I don't want any trouble, okay, Murphy?
Keep it down! Quiet! What is it now?
Oh, I just wanted to be the first to offer my sympathies, Len. New charges they're going to bring against you are going to make things very tough.
What are you talking about?
Remember Nielsen?
Nielsen who?
The late Kevin Nielsen?
You're wasting your time, Ferguson. I've never heard of him.
Still convinced you're going to get out of it, aren't you? You're finished, Murphy. I mean, Nielsen wasn't the first, and he wasn't the last either, was he? So there's quite a bit of opposition in your time, eh?
You don't think they're going to believe these fairy tales, do you?
Yes, I do. Even if you beat the rape and assault charges, and I doubt very much you will, you're still going to have a lot of explaining to do about those accidental deaths, which apparently weren't quite as accidental as the department first thought.
I see what you're up to. Well, if you don't say anything to anyone, what's it worth?
I've got what I want, Murphy. You behind bars. And the knowledge that you're going to be there for a long, long time.
You keep your mouth shut, Ferguson, or I'll have it shut for you.
I don't think so. You see, I've told the police everything. I just wanted you to hear it firsthand.
I'll take you with me, so help me.
No, you won't. I'm a survivor, Murphy. Besides, you're going to have your work cut out worrying how to survive in a prison full of men who hate your guts.
You all right?
Yeah, no damage done. I can't think what got into him.
Get her out of here.
Knock it off, Murphy. I think you better go.
Yes. Yes, I've done all I can for him, I suppose.
Bastard!
don't suppose you could wind it up a bit? You know, speed it up, crank the handle? Sorry, I'm not with it at the moment. You and the rest. Gee, I don't know why I bothered asking to work. Would have got more exercise reading a book.
Oh, what do you expect? No one feels much like doing anything after what's happened.
Up to you if you want to keep thinking about it.
I'm not. I just keep going over what I'm going to say to Mrs. Reynolds about visiting my mum. I really hope she realises how urgent it is.
Hey, come on. The old croc's probably tough as nails. Hang on for years yet.
Why don't you cut the wisecracks and leave the kid alone? You've caused enough trouble as it is.
Give it a rest, Lucy. What's this? Open season on Lexi. Look, I'm only trying to brighten things up a bit.
Yeah, I reckon we ought to be celebrating getting rid of Murphy anyway.
That's right. Forget about Pixie, forget about Myra. Just think of your own goddamn self as usual.
Look, you're not helping things by biting everyone's head off.
And you are not helping things by fleecing everyone with your goddamn card games.
Hang on a minute. I didn't fleece no one. What about last night? What about last night? We played poker and you lost fair and square. Tough luck.
Fair and square? You're a hustler. You took her for a ride.
Oh, I don't suppose in her wildest dreams she would have ever dreamt of doing the same to me.
I wouldn't have taken it all.
Oh, like hell you wouldn't. I've had this kindergarten rubbish. Here's your money back. Go and stick in your piggy bank till you're old enough to play with grown-ups. Bloody cheat.
She's not a cheat.
Oh, I still want what? Seems you were right about that plug thing. Would you like to check it out?
Yeah, why not?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You must be away with the fairies. You stick that in there and you'll have 240 volts running up your arm.
What's the fuss?
I nearly fried myself, that's all.
You can't afford to let your mind wander in this job, love.
I'm sorry, Mr. McDonald. I'm trying, aren't I?
Hey, come on, mate. Well, what's the matter? You've got something on your mind, haven't you?
Trouble at prison.
It's me mates. Some screw bashed Myra's head in and poor old Pixie copped it really bad.
What happened to her?
She was bloody raped, that's what.
Hell's teeth.
Hey, look. Come on, mate. It's all right. Things will sort themselves out.
Carrying on like a dill, I'm sorry.
Go and make her a cup of tea.
No, it's all right. I'm sorry about the waterworks. I didn't mean to make a big deal out of anything.
No big deal. Look, it's nearly time anyway, so go and have an early smoko, and we'll tackle this when you come back, if you feel up to it.
Well, I'd rather do it now if it's all right.
Look, we can't afford accidents, love.
I know. I won't let you down, I promise.
You're a tough wee so-and-so, aren't you? Right, let's tackle this plug.
Well, I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere with Mr. Murphy, so I thought I'd wait till you got back before asking.
See?
Well, I have to see her, Mrs. Reynolds. I'd never forgive myself if I didn't.
Yes, well, I'll do the best I can, but the department's not very keen on day releases at the moment, especially now with this Murphy thing on their plate.
How long do you think it'll take?
A few days, possibly a week.
A week?
Come on, you've got your answer, Greenway. Let's go.
I'll try and push it through faster for you.
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, you know that teaching aid idea, the robot with the flashing lights and everything?
Yes, what about it?
I was wondering if we could get it off the drawing board.
Seems like a pretty big project.
Well, not really, especially if we can get everyone to help out. We can get someone to build the frame in the workshop, and Bobby can help
But
out
you've
with the
wasted
wiring.
quite enough of the governor's time,
No,
Greenway.
just a moment. I think we should do it.
Oh, really, Governor?
Apart from helping the children, it could also help the women. I think they could do with a break from routine at the moment, don't you?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. You're a lifesaver.
I look forward to seeing the finished product.
You're going to make a lot of people very happy. Thanks again.
Hey, Patterson, I was hoping I might catch up with you.
Oh, who says I need an escort?
Oh, calm down. I'm on my way to the dunny, that's all. Just wanted to tell you how much I like the way you handled those idiots back there.
Oh, wimps like Warren ought to be taking raffle tickets, not playing poker.
Reckon you must be hanging out pretty bad for a real game, eh?
Not much hope of that with Warren bad-mouthing about me all over the place.
Never know. Your luck might be changing.
Meaning?
Meaning, I've been making plans for a little poker school this Arvo.
With the reserves.
Oh, some of these women play real good.
How good?
Good enough not to go belly aching when you take their dough off of them.
Part of which goes to you for setting up this little exhibition match, right?
Promoter's got to get something. 40% sounds fair to me.
You know what, Alice?
What?
You are not a promoter's bootlace. Go shove it.
Oh, don't get smart, Patterson. You need friends in this place, and you ain't got many left.
Why would someone do this? Myra is a very nice lady. She has done much for us.
Yes. She's angry with me. Tell me to speak with you. She's right.
You should not worry. The doctors, they take good care of her. We show Myra we fix things between us now.
She tell me I am wrong to hold on to ways of old country. That I can be a free woman in Australia.
That is right, Emil. Now we have new customs, new laws.
Yes, it is good. But I cannot do it.
I help you. We do it together now, not like before.
You don't understand. It is too late for me. Things go too far.
Emil, the governor tell me about you no eating. It is wrong.
But I cause man to die. I must give life in return.
They have different laws here. They will understand why this awful thing happened. I try to get bail for you.
Do not have to die.
When this is all over, there are many years of future for us.
I want to go home soon, Ahmed. We try and do what you say. Try and make a new life together for us.
Soon, Emil. Very soon.
So, we can be working on the outside of the robot while the frame's being made in the workshop. What do you think?
I know you've got your mind set on the idea, love, and I couldn't agree more, but can't we talk about it some other time?
Oh, but Mrs. Reynolds thought it would be a good idea for us all to get together and work on something.
Yeah, well, this time I think she's wrong. I need thinking space.
It's no use hanging about waiting for someone to invite you in.
You have to fuss over me, Marlene.
I'm not fussing. I told you before I want to be your friend. Hey, good to see you back. Still a bit pale around the gills, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Sit down, I'll get you something to read.
Yeah, come and help us with the frame for the robot.
Robot?
Yeah, it's for the deaf kids. You see what we're gonna
Excuse
do?
me, ladies. I just want to let you know that I've heard from the hospital. Myra has severe concussion, but she isn't in danger, so she should be back with you in a couple of days.
Judy.
And Judy, she expressly asked me to tell you not to worry. She'll be back to look after things as soon as she can.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
What about Murphy? He's being held in custody. Don't worry, he'll be punished.
Mrs. Reynolds, how about Pixie?
She's getting the best possible treatment, Judy.
What sort of treatment? How is she?
Well, we don't really know. In fact, we won't know for some time. She's been transferred to a psychiatric hospital.
Is there anything we can do?
Her doctors think it'd be better if she didn't have any contact with anyone from the prison at the moment. And that includes me, so I can understand how you feel. Samantha, that request of yours, I'm afraid the department's knocked you back. If you'd like to talk about it, you can come.
No, it's all right. Thanks for trying, Mrs. Reynolds.
It's not fair. Damn this place to hell!
Hey, Bob,
Yeah?
can you just give this screw a turn while I hold this?
Sure. There you go, that ought to do it.
Come on. You've done it again, Mitch. Great job.
Thanks. Sorry about the way I carried on before. Sometimes things just get the better of me.
I don't blame you. Must be rotten in a place like that.
Yeah, well, I'm luckier than most of them. Getting this job and everything. I hope Macca's not wondering if I'm worth keeping on, cracking up like that.
Oh, no. No, he told me before you're the best apprentice he's had. Since me.
I'm the only one since you.
Oh, don't knock it. He really meant it. Oh, I know he puts on a tough act, but he has to. Jeez, he built this place up from scratch. I reckon that's really something.
That's what I'm going to do one day.
Yeah, of course you will. Say, I don't suppose you're allowed to go out at night or anything, are you?
It's a jail. That's why they got bars and everything, remember?
Stupid me for asking, I suppose.
Why did you?
Well, nothing, it's just... Well, I wouldn't mind seeing you a bit more. You know? Not just here, at work.
Sounds great. But no,
Well, maybe I could visit you on weekends.
it's a bit hard with the screw breathing down your neck all the time.
Didn't think of that. Jeez. Make it hard, don't they?
You're right.
Well, at least we'll still be able to keep seeing each other here, eh?
Meg, I've just told the women about Pixie, so keep an eye on them.
Right. And Samantha?
Especially Samantha. I've just told her she can't see her mother.
Anyone at home, then?
Dennis!
Right, that's him, the one with the funny accent.
Hello, Dennis. Lovely to have you back.
I won't argue with that. The union smacked my wrist and told me to be a good lad.
Took them long enough to drop the suspension.
Well, they did, and you're back. That's the main thing.
I didn't think you were coming back till tomorrow.
Aye, but if it's possible, I was hoping to get a few words with Bobby Mitchell.
Well, actually, it isn't. She's on work release, apprenticed to an electrician, would you believe?
Aye, well, no, that's great news. Should be terrific.
Yes, well, I better get back to it.
Well, I was hoping to entice you two ladies out to lunch, if you can spare the time.
Oh, I'd love to, Dennis, but I've got a mountain of work to catch up on.
Yes, and I'm pretty snowed under, too.
Nothing that won't wait till after lunch. And I'm sure Dennis would like you to tell him something about the new inmates while you're at it.
Oh, what do you say, Meg?
She's the boss. I'll go and get my handbag.
Eat up, sweetheart. All your dresses will be too big for you if you don't.
Again, Frank? I didn't hear you.
Oh, that pig throwing it down as though nothing happened.
What do you reckon Myra's got planned for him, Jude?
I don't know, but it better be good.
You should eat something, Judy. Try not to worry so much.
I can't eat. I'm too upset. I'm glad you're eating.
It is Amma they do it for. And Maida.
At least someone around here's got something right going for them.
Oh, I don't know. I got all my money back that Lexi ripped off me.
All right, floppies. What's the big idea? It was a poster till you got your rotten little hands on it.
You're jumping the gun a bit, aren't you?
I never touched the bloody... Lying bitch, I gave you your money back.
Yeah, I know. So why would I want to touch it?
What's all the noise about?
Slackhead here decided to get top on one of me posters.
Well, Warren?
I never touched it, Miss Ferguson. Will somebody tell her?
You tell her, Warren.
Yeah, come on, convince me.
Convince you. Your own mother couldn't...
That doesn't...
Hey, right. You're both on a charge. And you, if you're not eating, get out. And you sit down and shut up.
It's not fair, Jude, her accusing me like that.
Yeah, I know, love.
What are we going to do about it?
It's only a poster. The best thing you can both do is forget about it.
Forget about it. I'm on a bloody charge.
Big deal. What are you going to do? Lose Bob? You want worse?
Not fair.
I don't know why I played this game. I've never got it out.
Want to talk about the robot idea? We thought we might start it this afternoon.
You all right?
Aren't you going to thank me, Bunny Brain?
What for?
For rearranging Banjo's poster.
Was that you?
Well, someone had to show her what we do with her kind around here.
I'm in the poo because of what you did.
Well, it's not my fault if you make a lot of noise at the dinner table.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
Oh, last time I do her a favour. You all right, Marlene?
Yeah. No thanks to her.
Me?
Yeah, weren't you just told me it was I that ripped your bloody George poster off the wall, you stupid bitch?
Just seemed obvious, that's all.
But it sounds like the place hasn't changed all that much.
Certainly hasn't.
Good afternoon, Miss Ferguson. Good to see you again.
Heard you were coming back. Hope your stay with us is a bit more distinguished this time than the last.
Given a fair chance, it might be.
There was a phone call for you, Mrs. Morris, from the police. They said that Peter Wright's trial is being put forward to tomorrow. Would you phone them? Here's the message.
Thank you. I'll phone straight away.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
What's all this about a trial, Meg? I thought the Phil Cleary business was over with.
Oh, no, this is something else.
I think she can do without the questions, Mr. Cruikshank. I'll be in the library, Mrs. Morris.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stick my nose in.
No, it's all right, Dennis. But I do have to make this phone call.
Right. Well, thanks for lunch, Meg. It was lovely. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hasn't gone black, has it?
No, I think you'll live. I was a bit surprised you're landing one on Alice. I didn't know you had it in you.
Wasn't worth it. I got this big lump coming up inside me cheek.
Brain slipped, has it, Warren?
Get nicked. I would really have mowed into you if the others hadn't held me back.
You and whose army?
How's the face? Bit improved, I reckon.
You never give up, do you?
Come on, it's just a joke. Listen, you came the punch for me and I appreciate it, honest. I made a king-size boo-boo, that's all.
What about the charge? Sorries aren't going to fix that.
I copped one too, you know. Anyway, if you hadn't been so pig-headed about your damn poker money, I wouldn't have thought of blaming you.
Pig-headed? You set me up.
Geez, here we go again. Whoever invented you ought to be shot.
Will you knock it off? I've had enough now. Just knock it off.
Hey, come on, Mal. Come and give me a hand. Sorry, Jude.
Yeah, me too.
It's all right. Just stop bitching at each other, okay?
Listen, it was a dumb thing to do. I'm sorry about the charge, okay?
Fair enough.
I'm willing to give it a rest if you are.
Could only help things around here if we did.
Mates?
Mates.
Give yourself beautiful hair with a new formula. Formula.
Hi. Come to collect your dirty linen, sheets and stuff.
Ah, yes, for laundry. I help?
Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, you must be pretty desperate if you're down to the ads already.
No. Ahmed say we must practice our English to be better talking with our friends.
He sounds as though he's got his head screwed on the right way.
Nice to know you patched things up again.
Yes. I see Ahmed now is kind. Good man. Not what I thought.
So no more ideas about doing yourself in then?
Doing my what?
Don't worry about it.
I wish Myra was here, so I could give her my blessings. She's such a good, strong woman, help in many ways.
Too right. Don't reckon I could have done what she did in getting rid of Murphy, using Pixie like that.
I see Pixie when Ahmed helps me live here.
Hey, you didn't tell us you were getting out.
Yes. Ahmed, he does the bail business.
Hey, that's great.
I'm sorry you don't get to see your mother, Sam.
Yeah, well, I think I found a way around it.
You still see her?
We'll see. Only way to get anything done around here is do it yourself, I reckon.
Sorry?
I'm, planning on giving myself a day release.
You, I don't understand.
No, sorry, weren't supposed to.
Oh, typical. Someone's torn my bloody page out.
You're supposed to be cataloguing the books, Frank, not marking up the dirty bits.
Still playing my virgin wimp, are you, Paddy? You're worse than that bloody Pixie.
Drop off, Frank. Not in the mood.
I mean, I was, mate. I reckon getting off with her was the best thing that happened to me since I got here.
You?
Yeah, that's right. I laid her right here. Right under Shakespeare. Give him something to write about.
What about Murphy?
Oh, poor bugger. Wrong place at the wrong time. I reckon I did us all a big favour getting rid of him.
Why, Frank? Why did you do it?
Easy. I enjoy it. Would have made your hair curl to see the look on her face. Unreal.
That's enough. Now, what the hell do you think you're doing, Delaney? Well, now let's get one thing straight, Delaney. We all know that it was Murphy who attacked Mason, don't we? So Burke here couldn't have had anything to do with it. Good. Glad we've got that settled. Clean this mess up and tidy yourselves up. Any more nonsense, you'll be on a charge.
I swear, Frank, I'm gonna get you.
I don't think so, Penny. Even the freak's on my side. I reckon I'm going to get plenty of protection from now on. Because no one wants but pigs to find out it wasn't Murphy that slipped it to our Pixie. Do they?
husband's going to try to organise bail. Isn't that great, Jude? Jude? My husband's going to try to organise...
Yeah, that's great. Seems like everyone's getting out of here one way or another. Sorry.
You know, now just call it, will you, and get some work done, please?
Not many laughs around here lately.
Not much to laugh about, is there?
Don't you start. Hey, I ever tell you about the night my mum brought home this trick? It was a 20-stone cannonball, Mum said.
Oh, what happened?
Broke the bed. Went straight through. Mum couldn't pick him up. Lousy bugger wouldn't pay till he'd had his money's worth.
What did she do?
Threw me out onto the couch and took my bed. God, I laughed. They must have been lying on my squeaky dog because it kept barking all night.
That must have been pretty lousy for you.
Why?
Oh, your mum.
What about her?
Well, I just meant... Well, my mum spoilt me and she was a bit of a sook over me.
Don't start pitying me, Warren. I don't need it.
I just meant, Lex, I just meant...
Oh, what would you know anyhow?
Look, I only meant that you haven't had it as...
I don't want it easy.
Oh, Lexi, I told you.
Well, tell her. Whatever me mum did, she made me stand on my own 2 feet. Not like wimpy piggy eyes here.
Oh, hang on.
I've never had it soft and I'm bloody glad. And I don't have to take crap from anyone, least of all her!
There you go, McRae.
Oh, thanks.
They didn't tell me you were coming back today. You okay?
Better shape than you are, mate. What the hell have you been up to?
You haven't heard? It's been on the radio, on the television and everything.
Now, well, Wentworth General doesn't run to luxuries like that for prisoners. Come on, mate, what is it?
Pixie got raped. And Myra got bashed. They took her to the hospital. She must have been trying to help her.
Burke?
Yeah.
Well, so what's with your face? I mean, haven't they got him in the pound?
No. Well, I don't know what happened. Murphy got blamed for it. They took him away and charged him. Nobody said nothing about Frank.
Murphy? I mean, what the hell's Murphy? It doesn't matter. What about Pixie? Is she all right?
She can't talk. It's shock. They're going to put her in a mental hospital. Oh, God, Jeff.
Oh, easy, son. Hang in there. I'll get the bastard fixed up, I promise you. Not much comfort, I know. But at least we got rid of Murphy.
It's not going to help Pixie, though, is it?
Hey. I'll say sorry if you want.
Sorry for what? You stuck your nose in my business.
I did not. You called me a wimp.
Well, you are. Oh, come on, I'm sorry.
Me too.
Right, Kelly, this is for you.
Time to speak. Been waiting for those.
Now, anyone that wants to go outside, be at the gate in 2 minutes, all right?
Blue Kelly an artist, and pigs will fly.
Oh, she's an artist, all right. A con artist.
What do you reckon, Jude?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, did you get that? Someone's giving him a going over. Hey, I wonder if it was Mighty Matt's eye was all closed and his face
Oh, for God's sake, I got eyes, haven't I?
I'm sorry, Jude. I just wondered what was going to happen when Reno sees him. What if she starts asking...
Oh, yeah. God forbid that anything should happen to Mr. Burke. I'm going outside. Oh, pig.
Judy! Hey, come get some fresh air. We just want to keep an eye
Yes,
on
I'll be
Jude.
there very quick. You go now. Don't want to go outside.
You can have an art lesson first.
Sam, I talk with you. Hey, look at this. It'll work. I know it will. You must not do this. Yamil is afraid for you. You must wait. It's not long time.
I thought you'd understand. I can't wait. I've got 5 months left. You're getting out of here.
But it's better than if you get caught. Yamil fear. Not want you hurt. Please, Sam.
I can't. She's my mother and she's dying. I've got to see her. It doesn't matter what happens afterwards as long as I can be with her. Don't you see? Promise you won't tell anyone?
Yamil, promise.
Thanks.
Oh, take it easy, will you? You're safer here than anywhere else.
You're on my side, I suppose.
Personally, I think you should be denackered. But this is business. Now, you in or not?
I'm in.
Right. Take a look at this. But keep it out of your mouth.
Acid?
Give the man a cigar.
A whole sheet?
Yeah. It's cut with some chemical crap, but who gives a stuff? We cut it into squares, and at $2 a trip. It's the cheapest holiday around here.
That'll cost you about $1,000. What'd you shell out?
300.
Oh, nice one.
Don't try drawing with these. Coke. Cut with glucose.
And the paint?
Just paints. I've got to have a hobby, don't I?
This is really big league.
I'm big league, Fran. I'm taking over the gambling and the other rackets. The drugs is just a part of it.
Once we harvest that booze, we'll have something for everyone.
Right. And with Desmond out of action, there won't be a bloody soul to stop us.
Bloody boring round here now.
Boring?
Yeah, you know, dull, dreary.
She means she's missing Pixie and Bobby.
Hey, Bob!
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, well, it makes you feel good when you do something worthwhile, doesn't
Yep,
it?
certainly does. Look, I think you better get back to your friends. I think they've missed you.
Yeah, I've got heaps to tell them. Oh, g'day. So, g'day, you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, good.
Hi. Oh, feel like some company?
You want me to be polite or honest?
Well, I just thought we could talk. It's sort of important.
Candid Keebler. I just don't want any more problems at the moment, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Sam? Sure, we'll talk. Don't expect any miracles, though, okay?
No, don't be silly. It can wait. Plenty of time.
Yeah. There's always plenty of time.
Geez, I've really tried to be friends with her, Bob, but she's a bloody tough nut to crack. Every time I open my mouth, I
Put your foot in it, I know.
Me? I'm trying to be friendly.
Look, I know that, Rabbit. She doesn't.
So tell us about the spunk. Hey, Bobby, come here! Come on!
What?
Hey, veggies, big deal. Celery. Look, all we got to do is get some dope plants, put them in here and...
Go on, Lex!
What's so funny?
Been there, done that!
What about magic mushrooms? Bet you haven't done that. Look, all we can do is we can put them in here underneath the pumpkin leaves. Oh, what
What did you guys have for lunch?
Oh, it wasn't me. Oh, God!
Oh, what is it?
The bloke coming to get you, Lex.
What on earth is going on?
Invasion of the body snatchers, Miss Bell.
I hope Mrs. Reynolds finds it as interesting as... Oh!
I'm not a complete fool. You were the only ones on gardening duty. Now, who's responsible? All right, I take it from your silence, you're all guilty. You'll lose buy up tonight and for the next 2 weeks. And if there's any more of this, you'll be facing the VJ next time. Is it clear?
Yes, Governor.
I don't suppose there's any point in asking about your bruises, Delaney? Burke? I thought not. Miss Ferguson, you can take them out.
Certainly, Governor. Come on.
Can you give me a minute, Mrs. Reynolds?
All right, McRae. What is it?
Well, it's a lousy time to ask, but I'd like to get back to my studies. The law course.
Yes, I know.
See, Murphy. Mr. Murphy wouldn't let the correspondence lessons in, but I thought...
I'll get onto it straight away. Mr. Murphy no longer has any say in what happens at Wentworth.
I heard. Well, we feel pretty bad about Myra and Pixie.
We all do.
Thanks. And, sorry about the booze.
Pumpkin spew!
wear apart from those tacky rags. You wouldn't think it was so funny. Oh, come on, Banjo. Lex, where's your sense of...
Jeez, what happened to your back?
That's none of your business.
Oh, there's more of it. Get the number of the truck.
Back off, I'm warning you.
Come on, Lex, we're your mates. If someone's bashing you up,
Oh,
you can
that's a laugh. Piggy Eyes here always got her nose in my business. Well, she's no mate of mine, bloody...
Don't start that again.
Well, at least my mum told me right from wrong, which is more than you can say.
What's that got to do with anything?
Just get out and leave me alone. Come, both of you, get out! Jude. We never got a chance to say goodbye. She was everything to me, Sam. I never told her this, but I loved her so much.
It'll be all right, Jude. It will. It'll be all right.
I put a coloured ball here. But if it did that to the pumpkins, can you imagine what it would have done to our insides if we'd have chunk it? Be like that guy in Alien. Guts everywhere.
Stop. You're quite a card, my lad.
Hey, did you see Jude? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. Just wants to be on her own for a while, you know.
Righto. Oh, g'day.
Nice to see you back.
Oh, thanks. What's all this?
Remember?
Huh? Yeah, that's the plans for your robot.
Yep. Still want to help us out with it?
Yeah, sure. How about all the timber and stuff?
Oh, that's no problem. Mrs. Reynolds has given us the okay for everything we need. How long do you think it'll take?
Good news week, folks. Who's buying?
She's selling leprosy.
How about you, Bunny Brain? I got your favourite. Coke at special prices. Acid too, if you want it.
And if we don't?
No problems. As long as you got your dollars ready.
For what?
Your insurance policy. It'll cost you $1 a week for protection from now on.
Oh, yeah? From who?
What do you think? Too bad Pixie didn't have insurance, eh?
Easy, love.
You bitch, Lou, you bitch! Now, you watch your manners, Mitchell. I haven't finished yet. Seeing as I'll only be charging the minimum for each policy, I'll be taking half your goods as well. You all got that, have you?
Can't you do anything?
Sorry, it's not my territory. I promised Myra I'd stay out.
Excuse me. All right, everybody, buy-ups here. Well, you don't seem very pleased.
Sure they are. Aren't you, girls?
When I'm richer, I reckon I'll sleep until tea time every day.
Come on, let's get your bum into gear.
All right, campus, rise and shine.
G'day, Mr. C. Pod. Oh, sorry, Mr. C.
That's all right, Marlene. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, geez, it's great to have you back, Mr. C. The one with the bleary eyes is Lexi.
Hello, Lexi. Okay, then. Hurry it up, eh?
See you later. Oh, you really like him, Lex. He's real fair with everyone. First, him and I didn't get off to a good start.
Some friend. How long's she going to keep that up?
I don't know. What'd you have to go and make that crack for last night anyway?
It's only a joke. All I said was lucky the scars weren't on her face, so she'd have to use spack filler instead.
Bloody funny, Rabbit.
All right. Hey, do you reckon her mother did it?
Maybe. I remember once when we were living in a squat together. She had all these burns up her arm. She was supposed to be staying with her mum then, but she stayed with me half the time.
Did she say how she got it?
She reckoned she fell asleep smoking. After that, she always wore long sleeves. Morning.
I need this cuppa. How about you, Joyce?
Oh, lovely. Black with one, please.
I remember.
Well, how does it feel being back in harness?
I don't know, a bit queer, really. Sort of like I've never been away.
Well, you certainly picked the right time to come back. What with all this dreadful Murphy business and poor Meg being in the state she's in.
There you go.
Oh, lovely. Ta.
Yeah, she's a brave lady and no mistake. Don't know how she's held up under it all.
No, you can't know, can you? I've often tried to imagine what it must be like to be raped, and that's bad enough, but to find out you were pregnant as well...
Hang about, what are you saying? Raped? Pregnant? Are we talking about Meg?
But I thought you knew. You just said how brave she was.
Well, I was talking about Phil's death and that maniac who kidnapped... What is all this? Are you saying Meg was raped?
Yes, it happened just after you left. Oh, dear, I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, my God, the poor love.
Well, that's why she's in court today, testifying against that dreadful man.
It's going to be a bloody nightmare for her.
Yes, I don't know how I'd cope with it. Of course, now she's decided to keep the baby.
Really?
Oh, Dennis, you won't tell her I told you, will you? I mean, I thought you knew all about it. I'd hate Meg to think I was just gossiping about her.
No, don't worry, Joyce. I won't breathe a word. I promise.
And Harley, Fisher and Brent to the workshop. OK, move out, you lot. Not you, Bacata. The governor wants you.
It is my husband.
I wouldn't know.
Fail, I bet. Hey, yeah, what do we tell ya?
I go home?
Yeah, well, forget about this place, love.
Don't worry, we'll keep your bed warm for you, Camel.
You lot, I told you to move out. Now get going. Get your things together, Mitchell.
What do you want?
I could do some trading in the workshop if there's anything to sell. What do you reckon?
Okay, come on. But don't give them nothing till you see the colour of their money, okay?
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
No.
I'd say that just about covers the lot. Come on, hand it over.
Now, Fergus. Wait your turn.
You've really blown it this time, Kelly. You know that? You're going to go straight to the pound.
Yeah? Well, if I do, I'll have you for company. Might be worth it when I see the look on Renault's face after I tell her how you framed Murphy. Now get going. Time's money. Now. Where were we?
Don't threaten me, Kelly. Now, you cried rape to the police, and Desmond engineered the whole thing. You were in it up to your filthy little neck.
True. But what do you reckon they can do to us? A year? Maybe 2 added to our sentence.
At least.
You, Ferguson. They'd throw you out on your ear. And even if they didn't charge you, you'd be finished. So you show a little respect, because I'm the one that's keeping you in this job.
Do you understand, Bacata?
Police not let me go home.
Not quite. It's just a matter of bail. When your husband raises the money... Then...
Ahmed does not want to. He does not try to get money.
That's not true, Yamil. He rang me first thing this morning to say he was worried about you. He feels that he failed you.
No. I fail. Old ways are hard to leave, yes?
Yes, I'm sure they are. But Ahmed's main worry is that you won't eat. He tells me you've been on a hunger strike. Now, don't you think it'd be much happier if you gave up all that nonsense?
Please, you let me talk on the telephone one more time. I tell Ahmed I follow only new ways, new laws now, yes?
Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. And try not to worry. It won't be too long before your trial.
You are a good person, Mrs. Reynolds. I will not worry anymore. But I must work. I should be in laundry.
Yes, of course. But let's arrange this phone call first, shall we?
What the hell do you think you're doing, Patterson?
What's it look like?
It looks like you're heading for a charge. Now get back to work.
Yes, sir, Herr Commandant.
I said move.
Don't do that. You might just get me all upset. And then I might just accidentally tell Reno about you and Mr. Murphy.
Look what you made me do, Patterson. That's just a sample of what you're going to get if you try to blackmail me again. Is that clear?
Yes.
Louder.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Because we wouldn't want you to finish up like some of Mr. Murphy's friends at Woodridge, would we? You see, Patterson, they're dead. Understand?
You all right?
Terrific. I feel as though the butterflies are playing a football match in my stomach.
Good morning, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, good morning. This is a friend of mine, Chris Sutton.
How you do?
Bit of moral support, eh?
You could say that. It's all right for me to be with her.
Oh, certainly. Unless the judge calls a close court. Mrs. Morris, you won't be allowed in until you give evidence.
Yes, I know.
It won't be too long, though. I'm calling you early in the piece.
Morning, Harry. See you in there.
Are you all right, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, I just didn't expect him to look so different. So respectable.
Oh, his solicitor would have seen to that. It makes a good impression on the jury. Now, don't let it worry you. Come on.
think about it. That's the best way. You know he cares about you after he went to all that trouble.
Yes, it's true. I think when we get back together, things will be better.
Of course they will, yeah.
Sure. You can go for nice romantic camel rides with the rest of the wall.
Oh, why don't you shut up, Lou?
Why don't you make me, fat stuff?
Well, it's nice to see you're all kept so busy. Samantha, you've got a visitor.
My mother.
Actually, she says she's your sister.
My sister?
Hey, great! Well, says I wish I had a sister. Parents couldn't make the same mistake twice, kid.
She does not like you?
Don't know what's up her nose. If she can't get along with me, who can she get on?
Little Dicky Bird told me you didn't hand over your buyout. Or pay your insurance.
That's right, Kelly. And there's no way you're getting anything from her. You're just wasting your time.
It's no way to talk to your top dog. Now, is it?
I don't remember any election. As far as I'm concerned, Myra's still in charge.
Desmond's in the hospital. And somehow, I don't see you or any of your gutless mates making the grade. So, I reckon that makes me it. Especially since the freak's so ready to help me. Now shift your fat, Bryant.
No way.
Okay. Suit yourself. Don't you, Bryant? Yours must be jigging around like a puppet, and I'm pulling the strings. Now, who's top dog?
Don't, or you'll kill her!
Who's top dog, Bunny Brain?
You won't! You'll let it go!
Hey, fat stuff. This is no time to take a rest. We've got work to do.
Thanks. You know, this is really dumb. I've been practicing what I was going to say to you for days. Now I can't think of a thing.
No, me neither. You really don't look like I expected.
No? Well, you do. I mean, sort of.
How's my mum? Is she better?
She's great. I mean, she's still not well. That's why she couldn't come in today. But she's on the mend.
I wish I could see her.
Well, you will. I mean, 6 months isn't very long, is it? You can have a huge party when you get out of here. Got lots of friends for you to meet. Do you like Prince or Michael Jackson?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Tell me about my mum.
Oh, did I tell you about Nellie? She's my dog. Got her for my 5th birthday. She's a bit long in the tooth now.
Something's wrong, isn't it?
No, of course not.
Supposing I got out tomorrow, or maybe even next week.
But you couldn't, could you? I mean, they wouldn't let you out so soon.
She's sicker than you're telling me, isn't she? Look, Sal, I've got to know. I've waited so long for this. Please tell me.
There's nothing to tell. Honestly, Sam, things are going to be just great.
Right. He was the leader of the two.
Let the record show the witness identified the defendant.
Thank you, Mrs. Morris. No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Morton, do you wish to cross-examine?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a few questions, Mrs. Morris.
Yes, of course.
Now, you say you showered, and then you called a friend.
Yes.
But you didn't call the police. Why was that?
I just felt that I couldn't talk to anyone about it.
But you talked to a friend.
Yes, but...
You talked to a friend, but you couldn't talk to the police, despite the fact that you are a trained prison and probation officer. And you knew, didn't you, that the correct procedure was to call the police immediately.
I just wasn't ready.
Oh, I see. And when you were ready, as you put it, did you tell the police that you knew my client?
No!
Why not?
Well, because it's not true.
Isn't it a fact that you had met my client several times and had, in fact, already had sexual intercourse with him?
No! That's a lie! I'd never seen him before.
Objection, Your Honor. The question is improper and irrelevant.
Objection sustained. Continue, Mr. Morton.
Mrs. Morris, you live alone?
Yes.
And you are divorced from your second husband?
Yes, but...
And since your divorce, you have had several, shall we say, liaisons with various men.
Well,
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is well aware that Mrs. Morris's private life is totally immaterial in this case.
I take your point. Mr. Morton?
Your Honor, I'm certainly not seeking to dig dirt, if you will, for the sake of influencing the jury. But my client's case rests on the fact that the witness was not only a willing partner, but did in fact initiate the sexual act.
Very well, Mr. Morton. But I warn you, I expect your questions to remain within the proper bounds of propriety.
Naturally, as Your Honor pleases. Mrs. Morris, prior to your relationship with my client, is it not a fact that you spent the night at your home with a Dr. Jonathan Edmonds, a man you hardly knew?
Yes, but...
And immediately after your relationship with my client, you entered into a romantic attachment with a Mr. Philip Cleary, now deceased.
That has got nothing to do with this.
Answer the question, Mrs. Morris.
He was my friend. Nothing more.
May I remind you that you are under oath, Mrs. Morris?
I know that.
Then I'll ask you again.
No. I've already answered you. I am not the guilty one. I'm the victim.
Come on, Bobby, you'll have to do better than that.
Says who? You're not the boss, you know.
I am when Ralph's out.
Yeah, well, you just better hope he gets that new contract. There's not enough work around here for the three of us.
Oh, yeah? I was the best apprentice he's ever had.
Till I came along.
Oh, come on, give it to me. I'll show you how
Well,
it's
I
done.
can do it.
Okay.
Pete, give us a
Look,
bat.
get out of that.
Ow!
Oh. Jeez, I'm sorry, Bobby.
It's all right. It's just a scratch.
Yeah, well, give us a look anyway. Better get something on there.
It'll be all right.
It's pretty. It's not pretty enough.
Have you seen Matthew?
No, love.
He's all right, though.
He will be, love. Just give him time.
He really liked her, didn't he?
Yeah, I reckon he did, Mum.
We all loved her. Wouldn't want a game of snooker, would you?
You're right, I wouldn't.
So, what do you think?
Oh, well, I'll be making some notes. The sooner we go through them, the sooner I can get started.
Whatever you say.
Right, now, for starters, I reckon it'll be easier if we scale it down. Now, I can make it, what, 18 inches, 2 feet tall to go on a table or a desk?
No, I mean, it must be 4 feet tall, otherwise it won't look real. Well, the kids won't be impressed by it.
Okay, fair enough. Now, your drawing shows that the head comes off. Now, really, that's just making extra work.
But it must. I mean, we need it for storage space. Jeff, can't you just follow my drawings?
You see, I could put a little door in the back of it. I mean, it'd be much easier access.
Except what?
Except if it's only a small door, it wouldn't be big enough for someone to get inside. Someone maybe trying to get out of here?
It's only a toy for some deaf kids, for God's sake.
Is it, Sam?
Please, Jeff. I've got to see my mother.
You must be off your head, love. You've only got a few months to serve. Well, you realise what you're getting yourself into?
You're going to give me away, aren't you?
Oh, love, it's not my place to judge you.
So you make the rubber?
Yeah, I'll make it. But I'm going to keep on trying to talk you out of this nonsense, okay?
And you say you frequented the singles bar quite often?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I'm a pretty shy bloke, and, well, it's a way of meeting girls.
Yes. Yes, a pickup joint, in other words.
Yes, sir.
And you met Mrs. Morris there?
Yes, sir.
Liar. Could you please tell the court the circumstances under which you met?
Well, it's a bit awkward. Well, I don't want to be disrespectful, but she approached me. She knew a friend of mine, and Well, look, she's a really nice lady, and she was good to me. I stayed the night the first time. It was fantastic. Well, she's very experienced.
Lie! Why didn't you tell them the truth? It's not true, not one word of it.
Your Honor, I do protest.
Mrs. Morris, either you sit quietly or I shall have to order you from the court. Is that clear?
Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I was pretty shocked, I tell you. So I told her I didn't think I should see her again. The next thing I found out, I was arrested.
You okay?
Why not? It beats lunch.
What's the matter? I thought you liked me.
I'm going to be in the can for another 6 months. There's not much point, is there?
Jeez, you're dumb, you know that?
I am not.
You are too. Look, I want you to be my girlfriend. I don't just mean for 6 months, Bob. I mean my real steady girlfriend.
We can't go anywhere.
Yeah, okay, so what? For 6 months we'll just see each other here. Ralph won't be around all the time. Or don't you want it?
Reckon I want it more than anything. Except there are things you don't know about me, Pete. Things I've done.
Oh, look, I know all I need to know, Bob. Who cares about the past? All we got's the future to worry about, eh?
Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Hi.
I got a letter from your family.
Yeah?
Oh, come on. Aren't you going to open it?
Thanks, Mr. C.
Is something wrong, Les?
Everything. When everything's wrong, that's when you really need a friend, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, well, I don't reckon I've got any. Not Bobby, anyhow. She used to be my best friend.
She still is.
Not anymore.
Oh, come on. Okay, maybe her head's turned for the moment by a new face, and her job too, remember. But you can count on Bobby. Eh? I'll bet me boots on it.
Yeah? Thanks, Mr. C. You've always been really good to us. I didn't think you would be after what happened to Bucky and everything. I mean, even though it was the freak's fault.
Yeah, just a minute, lass. I haven't spoken to Heather. Her mother doesn't even know where she is. Hey, look, how about you telling me just what the hell went on here?
Oh, it is. He should have been blacklisted completely.
Oh, fair go. You can't deprive a man of earning a living. The union's supposed to protect our livelihood.
The union hasn't got the courage of its convictions. A 3-month suspension for a scab is ludicrous.
Well, if you feel that strongly about it, why don't you stand as union rep? No one else is clamouring for the job.
You know, I might just do that. It'd make quite a change to have a union rep with the courage of her convictions.
You've got no convictions worth a cracker, Joe. Or principles either.
I think I'd better go.
Oh, just a sec, Joyce. If she's standing for union rep, so am I. It won't be handed to her on a plate. We've not finished.
Oh, yes, we have, Crookshank.
You hounded Heather out of here, didn't you? Pushed her till she didn't know what she was doing.
Did the department a favour. She was a fool. There's no room in the service for fools.
Well, you better hope there's still a place left for you by the time I've finished. Where I come from, we're loyal to our mates. And we don't forget. Ever.
And you have also heard witnesses give testimony to the good character of my client. Now, if you believe them, you cannot, in all conscience, believe Mrs. Morris's story. It is all too easy for a woman scorned to cry rape as an act of revenge. Their conviction in this case will make it even easier in the future. Search your consciences. All that we ask is justice. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morton. Mr. Sterling, you may address the jury.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, God. If I were on the jury, even I'd believe
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen of the jury.
You're not.
I won't take up too
He may
much
be
of your
good, but he
time.
can't alter the
It's been a
facts.
long day, and I'm sure you're all anxious to get home for a nice cuppa. Or something a little stronger, hmm? You've heard the eloquence of Mr. Morton in defense of his client. I'm afraid I have nothing as grandiose to offer you. But let us quickly look at the facts. Margaret Morris was brutally raped by two men who broke into her home. She has identified one of the men as the defendant. Rather than pleading his innocence, the defendant claims that he was there at her invitation, that she instigated the sexual intercourse. Well, really, forgive me for being flippant, but he should be so lucky. You've heard the honest cry of Mrs. Morris on the witness stand. You've heard the statement from the police surgeon who examined her, the sexual offences officer who took her statement, and the affidavit from one Angela Adams, which, while not in itself conclusive, certainly suggests that this vicious sexual attack was premeditated. Margaret Morris has suffered enough. Do not hand down a verdict which will cause her more suffering. Mr. Morton says he wants justice. Well, so do we, members of the jury. So do we.
Members of the jury, this case is now in your hands. If you believe, as Mr. Morton claims, that Mrs. Morris was a willing party to any sexual acts that may have transpired, then you must find the defendant not guilty. If, on the other hand, you feel the Crown has proved
I'm
its
not
case
surprised. Look, you've done your part. You'll
beyond
take your
any
hat.
reasonable doubt,
No, I'll see it through.
then the defendant is guilty as charged. I shall ask you to retire now to consider your verdict.
You may leave now. Thank you.
Hey, Petster, don't forget now, half your buyout. I'm doing you a favour. You might even lose a few pounds.
Rabbit!
Oh,
when'd you get back?
Oh, about 5 minutes ago.
How was it?
Oh, ace.
Oh, great.
Hey, listen, if you two stop playing silly buggers, because if you have, I'll tell you a secret.
Yeah, come on. If you tell us, it won't be a secret, will it?
All right, then, if you don't want to know,
Oh,
I won't
come
bother
on,
telling
I
you.
do. Tell.
You ready? Yeah. I've got a fella. And I don't just mean a one-night stand either. I mean a real fella, a boyfriend.
Yes.
Cross me heart's a bit on me grandmother's grave and you name it.
Well, what do you know?
He doesn't care where I've been or what I've done. Just loves me.
Oh, Bob, that's fantastic.
Oh, geez, I'm wrapped. Hope you two find blokes like Pete.
Oh, I reckon I'm getting an appetite for Yorkshire pud. Mr. C? Well, why not? Can't hurt to have a screw in your stomach.
Oh, sex star buggers. I don't
Hey,
reckon
Rabbit.
he'd be in it anyway.
Just leaves Matt for you. What do you reckon?
She'll be in like Flynn.
Oh, geez, you're wrong, both of you. You know what Myra said about him making the decision? He did. Pix. It's going to take him ages to get over her. I really like him. He said he just wants to be me mate. So that's what I'm going to be. A really good mate. I reckon that's better than sex any day.
It's nice when you get both, but...
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have. We find the defendant guilty as charged.
And is this the verdict of you all?
It is.
You have performed your duties in a true and proper fashion. The jury
Enough's
is
enough.
now
Let's get you out of here. Got some water?
Oh, shame!
Honey Jane?
Oh, shame. Boy, you gave me a fright. What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't know whether you'd want me here or not. But you do, don't you?
Of course I do. But listen...
And I can stay with you, can't I?
Now, Shane, wait a minute. You've got a home now. What about your new parents?
They're not me parents. They hate me.
Shane.
That's why I ran away. And I'm never going back there again. Never.
Nice?
Great. Don't get anything like that over there. Can I have some more?
Look, how about we talk about why you ran away first, hmm? Now, there must have been a reason.
Because I want to be with you.
Yes, I know, mate, but that's not possible. I'm going to have to take you back.
No, you can't. You wouldn't. Anyway, there'd be no point. They don't want me.
Now, what makes you say that?
It's true. They don't even like me. They just want someone to pick on all the time.
I find that a bit hard to believe, Shane.
I wouldn't lie to you, honest. They hate me.
All right. What makes you think they're picking on you?
Well, for instance, the other night I had to go to bed without any tea. Just because I had a little smudge on my homework. And I was starving too.
Right. What else?
Well, Mr. Taylor said if he caught me watching TV again in the mornings, he'd belt me.
Oh, come on, I find that a bit hard to believe.
It's true. He meant it. And that dumb kid Tracy, I hate her.
Why?
Because she's always doing rotten things so I get the blame. And she does it on purpose. You won't send me back, will you?
What say we have a bite to eat and then we can talk some more?
Good thinking, Auntie Jane.
It's not to scale, is it?
No, I thought I'd do that later.
Good. What about the ears, though? Where do you think they should go?
How about on the head?
Top of the class, too.
Look, why don't I go and get the original drawing? You think that might help?
Good idea.
Yeah, it might give me a better idea where we're heading.
And we can throw the idea around a bit more, don't you?
Oh, Mrs. Barry, where's Bobby?
Well, she's still with Mrs. Reynolds.
Is she in trouble?
Can't help you. Sorry. Look, where's Delaney?
I think you're still in the library, Mrs. Barry.
Right.
Hey, do you mind if I go to my cell? I forgot something.
Sure, you can keep me company to the gates. How's your daughter getting on these days? Right. We got half an hour. Let's go and collect.
What about Barry?
It's okay. They're splitting at the gates. Little birdie told me that Mitchell's in the pound.
Oh, yeah? Rack off.
Just wanted to stop you worrying.
Oh, cop that. What a wimp.
Why? Just because she did something nice?
No, because she's got no guts. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Who? Me?
Yeah. Suppose it's not your fault, but your whole family are a pack of wimps.
At least my mum wasn't a child basher.
You stupid bitch! You wouldn't understand. That throat! I'm sick and tired of you and shut up! Don't you ever down my mother again, Warren! Okay, so she beat up on me a couple of times, but only because I deserved it.
Hey, settle down. Marlene didn't mean anything.
At least my mum made me tough enough to stand on my own 2 feet. But look at you fat slug.
Guess what, everyone? Where's Jude? I might be getting out, Rabbit.
That's fantastic.
Great news, Bobby.
Congratulations.
Hasn't got any bloody ears. What do you want?
Not very friendly. Is she, Frank?
Reckon I should give her a bit of slap and tickle? Bring her out?
Not pretty enough. And besides, she's still missing her girlfriend, aren't you, Brian?
Get out.
Sure. As soon as you cough up your protection money.
You've got to be kidding. You're not getting a cent from me.
Sorry, I'm a bit hard of hearing. Say it again.
I said you're wasting your breath.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Leave me alone.
I don't think she likes me, though.
Yeah, we're going to have to teach you some manners, Brian.
Easier to pay up, love.
She's going to pay up anyway. We're going to have you buy up.
I mean,
You wouldn't want to be in debt to us, now would you?
Thanks. That'll be right. Cheers.
Sorry, I really needed that.
Well, it's all over now. Wright got 8 years. That'll be the last you ever see of him.
Except when I wake up terrified from some nightmare.
Meg, it's all behind you. It's over.
Is it?
Of course it is. It'll need some adjustment, of course. You'll have to work at that. But I will be around.
Thanks. But I don't think they'll let you hold my hand on the operating table.
If you are so determined to make this a miserable night, I'll have to tell you some of my jokes. I'm the only one who ever laughs at them anyway. Look, have another drink, then you'll start feeling human.
Thanks, Chris.
You sure you're all right, Jude?
Yeah, I'm fine, love. I'm sorry I'm putting a damper on your party mood. I'm really glad for you, Bobby.
That's okay. At least I get away from creeps like him.
Yeah, rotten buggers. Don't worry, Myra will be back soon. She'll take care of them. Yeah, why can't Matt and Jeff help us out?
No.
Why do you have to ask anyone for help? Why can't you fight your own battles?
Because Myra is the top dog. Now, we don't do anything without her okaying
Yeah,
it.
that includes selling dope. Have a guess what they're doing right now.
I reckon you're just complaining because they're making a few bucks.
That's don't be pathetic.
Like hell. At least Lou isn't sitting on a bum waiting for the end of the earth to
Yeah,
come.
well, neither are we.
Oh, yeah? You sit around grizzling about everything under the sun, hoping Myra's going to fix up your problems for you. Well, I fight my own battles always.
Lexi,
Boy for you.
that is just simply not true. You have to have a system here, a set of rules. You can't survive if you don't.
Oh, yeah? Well, look where it's got you. A big, fat nowhere.
Rotten bitch, look at her sucking up to those creeps.
Yeah, and one guess why.
Jude, you have to understand, Lex. She doesn't see anything.
Don't make excuses for her, Bobby.
I'm not. I just want you to understand that she doesn't see anything wrong with drugs. She's grown up with them, same as me.
I won't accept this, Bobby. And you know how Myra and I feel about drugs. But you can't say to me she grew up with them. You only have to read the newspapers every day to see how it's mucked up people's lives. You can't justify drugs, Bobby, so don't even try. Boy, have you and Lexi got a lot to learn. Mr. Taylor? Joan Ferguson. I wanted to tell you that Shane is with me. He's all right, but I think he should stay the night.
Are you the auntie Joni always talks about?
Yes, that's right.
Thank heavens. We wonder where he got to. I was about to call the police.
Oh, there's no need for that now.
Listen, I'll pick him up. It's no problem.
I'd prefer you didn't.
I beg your pardon.
Look, he's asleep, Mr. Taylor. He's had a very big day.
He's not the only one.
Mr. Taylor, I think I should come and have a chat with you and your wife about Shane.
Oh?
Well, it's just that there are a few things I'd like to get straight about his future with you.
Mrs. Ferguson, was it?
Miss?
Right, well, Miss Ferguson. I appreciate your interest, but Shane's future really is none of your business.
Mr. Taylor, I looked after that boy for quite some time, and I feel I have every right to talk to you about him.
I take your point. It's just that we've been worried sick.
Yes. Look, what say I take him to school in the morning and then come over to you?
Okay. I'll see you about 9:30.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Mr. Taylor. Good night.
Got something for you, kiddos.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Little going away, Prezzy.
Is that what I think it is?
Sure is.
Ah.
One for you too, Grizzle Guts.
What is it?
Acid.
No, thanks. I'm allergic to all that stuff.
That'd be right.
It's true, I am.
Oh, sure.
She is.
I got tricked into taking some coke a while ago. It nearly killed me.
A $2 tab wouldn't even give you a high. But why waste it, I say? Here, Bobs. Something to remember me by. Double dose of good luck for tomorrow.
Oh, I suppose I can't be sure that they're letting me out tomorrow, can I?
Yes, you can, so you better give that stuff a big miss. You'd be in real trouble if the screws found out.
Oh, God, how the hell did I end up in a cell with a wowser? Come on, Bobs, the bloody screws aren't going to notice anything with the lights out.
Oh, what the hell? Hey, Rabbit. Sure didn't expect to be getting out before you. How long do you reckon you've got to go?
I don't know. Too bloody long.
Well, I'm going to be out in a few weeks. I'm going to prove that bloke's a liar when we get into court. Then look out, St Kilda. Here I come.
Wonder what it's going to be like, you know, with the family and everything. Never had a real family before.
Oh, who needs it anyway?
I don't know, I might like it.
Hey, Bob, when I get out, how about we go out in the town together? Just you
Oh,
and me, like
yeah,
that
that'd be ace, Lex.
We'll go and swoop down on Carlo.
Oh, you mean he'll swoop down on you, the dirty bugger?
I thought you fancied him.
Get out, you can put the hairs on his back.
And his nose.
And his ears.
G'day, fella. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Hey, want some coke? Adds life. Makes you feel real friendly.
You know what you can do with that?
Hey, how come you don't mind all this dope floating around? You're dead set against it at Woodridge.
Still am. Do you mind?
Don't sound like it here. Maybe you're finally seeing the light.
It's none of my business here. Ira Desmond says what goes. I'm not getting involved in anything unless I get asked.
Yeah, and Desmond ain't here. That means Lou and I run things. Cosy, all right.
Anyway, you've already hung yourself.
Eh? That bit of fun I had with Pixie. Didn't mean to go that far, you know.
Well, don't you worry. When the time is right.
Well, you better hurry, because your days are numbered. Judging by that little gas and caper. You don't think I had myself put into solitary that night by accident, do you?
What do you mean?
Ah, sit on it.
What do you know about that? Come on, you bastard! Tell me, what do you know about that?
What's going on?
Just having a friendly little chat, Mrs. Barry.
All right. Come on, Burke, lock-up time. Where's Delaney?
Showers.
Right. No more friendly chats while I'm gone. Oh, there you are, Delaney. Come on, you're late.
Ju, can you two shut up? I'm trying to get some bloody sleep.
You're scared of the dark, did you? Can't you hear that music?
Bobby, you all right?
I'll be fine. Oh!
She's gonna die! She's gonna die!
Shut up, will you?
You'll have the bloody screws down on us.
I'll be all right. Honest.
If Bobby's gonna have a hard time, we'll stick with her all night if we have to. What if she dies? Bobby! We've got to call someone! Shut up, I said. So what do you think her chances of being in the morning in front of the parole board if they found out she was on dope? You should have thought of that before!
I'll be okay. I'm just really cold. Rabbit, I'm cold. Rabbit!
We've got to make sure she doesn't hurt herself.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
Go on, out you go.
You've got to get up now. Morning, Mr. C.
Morning.
Morning, honey child.
Off to the showers. Go on, Hoppy.
Yes, sir.
Not you, Mitchell. I want a word.
I've got to get ready, Mr. C.
How could you be so bloody stupid? Don't you want to get out?
Of course I want to get out.
Don't take me for an idiot, Bobby. One look at some of you this morning is enough to tell me that drugs are circulating. Now look at you, what do you take? Do you know what your chance would be at this morning's hearing if I reported this?
Not much.
None. You're so close, a whole new life ahead of you. Why jeopardize it? Who'd you get it from? You are letting everybody down, Bobby. Drugs are just a downhill run, and you know it.
I'm sorry. Thought I was going to cark it last night. I won't touch them again, honest.
I'm gonna let you off. But don't you let me down again, okay? Now go and have your shower and clear your head before that hearing.
Thanks, Mr. C. I won't forget this, I promise.
Good morning.
Oh, g'day, Auntie Joan. Sorry about the mess, but I'm a bit out of practice.
Yes, I can see that.
Made you a cup of it.
Yes, thank you.
It's going to be beauty living here again. Just what I always wanted. There's just one thing we've got
Now,
to...
hang on a minute. Now, you know that's not possible.
But I want her. Can't you do something?
No, I would if I could, but they've made up their minds. It's certainly not easy to get the court to go back on its decision.
Well, I hate them. Stinking pigs, I hate them.
Hello. Time for coffee? Oh, I'd love one. How are you feeling? I'm fine. Apart from a slight hangover. Here, this might help. Thanks. If I'd known you were going to ring last night, I would have got in earlier. It saved us both a headache. I just wanted to make sure you were all right. Glad you had Chris for company. Yes, me too. God, I'm glad that's over.
Oh, I wish you'd taken the day off. Maybe you need the rest.
No, I like to keep busy. At least the trial stopped me from worrying about the operation. I'm sure it'll be all right. They're operating tomorrow? Yes, they are. Well, here's to the future. I'll drink to that.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Come on, chin up.
Haven't even got any mates at this dumb place.
It's hard when you go to a new school, but you'll soon make friends.
Honey Jane, I just want to be with you.
Hey, Shane, you want to play footy? Yeah, come on, we're playing with Paul and the Harvey kids.
Looks like you're on the team, eh?
Yeah. Be there in a minute. Gonna be here after school?
No, I can't, mate. I've got to go to work. And you've got to go back to the tailors, understand?
Come on, Shane!
Come on, cut it out, Honey Jane.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See ya.
Well, you better take a good look around the place, love. You might not be back here again.
Pigs might fly.
Oh, get back under your rock, Kelly. Oh, forget her. She's just jealous. Here, Bobs, you got to cut the cards for luck, eh?
Oh, shit's probably stacked.
Good luck.
Oh, Rabbit's right. You probably stacked the deck or something.
Me stack a deck, wouldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Bobby. It's time to go.
All right.
We'll be right in there with you, kid.
Here, hold it for luck, eh? Everything's crossed. See you, kid.
She's shaking in her shoes.
Yeah, let's hope it works for her this time, huh?
I think the screws are onto us.
No way.
Didn't you hear Mitchell? Crookshank's not stupid. I know someone's pushing and start a cell search.
What if they don't know what they're looking for? They'll never find it, will they?
Here, take a seat, Miss Ferguson. Would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. All the same.
It was nice to meet you last night.
Yes. We've been meaning to call you several times over the past weeks.
Only we really didn't think it was fair to involve you.
Well, I'm here now.
I'm glad. Shane talks about you all the time.
Let me set you right on something, Miss Ferguson. We want Shane. We've always wanted a son.
Very glad to hear that.
I'm sorry I was a bit short on the phone, but well, you know how it is. Marnie and I are Shane's parents now, and I thought you might have tried to interfere with what we're doing.
Just what is that?
To raise Shane as though he's our real son. To give him all the opportunities we can afford so he can make something of his life.
It's very commendable. It's how it should be.
But unfortunately, he's proving to be quite a handful.
Oh?
Almost impossible at times.
In what way?
Well, he doesn't get on with other children. And his moods can change so quickly.
Yeah. When he's pulled into line, he stacks on the most incredible tantrums.
Oh, with due respect, Mr. Taylor, I've just left Shane at the school, and he was the same lovable child I've always known.
Yes, well, I can see where you may be a bit confused. Look, do us a favor, will you? Come to dinner tonight and see for yourself. Maybe you can help us after all.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for a good sort to come along.
Oh, shut up, Frank. I'm not in the mood. What are you doing in the cell block? Ferguson cops you here, you'll be on a charge.
Oh, not this time. Reynolds has got me doing odd jobs, so if you need an odd job...
Oh, rack off.
Keep this up and I'll take back the offer.
Bastard.
thieving bastard. You give them back.
What are you on about?
The dope, you bloody took it.
Why the hell would I want to do that? We're partners, aren't we?
Now, where's my gear?
Search me. You never know what you come up with.
You rotten bastard!
What do you reckon's holding them up?
Well, I think they're having morning tea. An officer took a train earlier.
Nice lady, wasn't she? Are you all right, Bobby?
Just a bit strung out, you know. Didn't get much sleep last night.
That makes three of us. Edie and I talked most of the night.
Couldn't stop him. He went from redecorating your room to our bigger wedding we could afford for you.
Geez, Stan, I haven't even moved in yet. You're planning on getting rid of me.
Just facing facts. I know some nice young bloke will steal you away from us someday. Anyway, I was keeping Edie company. She was cooking till past midnight for your welcome home party.
Thanks, Edie. Just hope you haven't wasted your time.
You're not getting cold feet on us, are you?
Well, you know what parole boards are like. You can have everything going for you 1 minute, and then the next minute they knock you back.
Well, not today. You've been a good girl. You've got a good job to go to. Besides, it's me who's on trial today.
You better leave your pipe and whiskey flask out here with me, then.
We're ready for you, Edie. Oh, yes.
You'll be right, love.
Well, of course I will, Stan. Stop fussing.
Oh, God, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've been hit by a sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have watered it down more.
Hey?
Oh, come on. Half this block's spaced out of its head. I'm not a fool, Kelly. I think you better hand it over right now.
I haven't taken nothing. You must have your wires crossed.
Well, do you expect me to believe that? I just have to look at you.
Yeah, well, that's how I look when I get a whack in the jaw.
Oh, so that's the story, is it? All right. Who did it?
Nobody did it. I slipped on a wet patch and went over tea.
I don't believe you, Kelly.
Well, that's your problem.
Look, I know there's stuff floating around here somewhere, and I've got a fair idea where it's coming from.
Yeah?
Use your brains, Kelly. Don't be taken in by those fancy clothes.
No, we don't lag.
It is Patterson, isn't it?
I'll tell you something, though. Jaw feels great. You must be a faith hero or something.
Stupid bitch, Lexi. If the screws had copped her, she would have lost her parole for sure.
If they did, just lucky it was the Yorkshire put. I told you, Lexi.
Anyone would think I pushed him down a damn throat, for God's sake. Look, it was a goodbye present and Bobby was wrapped.
Yeah. Well, it's lucky for you that it wasn't a goodbye present for the Dobbs.
Yeah. Look, get off my back, will you? I gave and she took, and I didn't notice the counting to 10 before she did either.
You're just lucky Myra wasn't here.
What's she got to do
Myra
with it?
is down on drugs and for very good reasons.
Surely bash Bobby up once for having her.
Well, stop her. I take what I bloody want, and I'll share if I feel like it.
That'd be hard to say without teeth, Lex.
Oh, look out, Wog.
Hey, watch it.
It's all right, Judy.
No, it's not all right.
Oh, go suck an egg, Brian. Here, it's all yours.
What are you so mad about anyway, Lexi? They have got a point, you know. Get nodded.
Should have thumped her one, Jude. Bobby had a really bad...
Will you shut up, Marlene, and just get some work done?
God, everybody's acting like swords today.
Yeah, I've got a bloody good reason. Berg's taking me stash. Everything.
Rotten bastard.
Yeah. And to top it off, with Crookshank under the rackets, there's bound to be a cell search. So we got to get it off Frank before the screws do.
Yeah, right. Listen, do you need Frances to help? She'll do it cheap.
Nah, I got a much better idea.
To add to this, the prisoner has been involved in 3 escapes and 1 attempted escape.
Oh, hang on a minute.
You wish to address the board?
Jeez, Mrs. R, they're making me sound like a big-time crim. I've been trying, honest I have.
Yes, we can see that. You tried to get to Sydney on one occasion.
I don't think she can be held responsible for being abducted, Miss Burns.
Yeah, the other time was just an accident. Because Min and me got lost.
You are absent from the attendance of the officers on duty. You are not seen again for 24 hours. Now, you don't call that escaping.
No. Well, the officers were out of it. They didn't know. We were going to come back. Just wanted one day to see what it'd be like to be free, that's all.
Irresponsibility coupled with violent tendencies, typical recidivistic behaviour patterns, and certainly
but I
not...
think you're missing a very important point. Bobby's tried very hard to prove herself, and that's not easy when most of her companions are hardened criminals.
Thanks, Mrs. R, but I reckon you're wasting your time.
Not at all, Bobby. Mr. Colby, it's been my experience to find that records are often misleading when read out of context.
Well, I don't believe they were read out of
If we
context.
gave a few more an opportunity to be free of this environment, we'd have a lot less overcrowding in our prison system. Don't you think so? All right, Bobby, we've had our say, now it's your turn. Tell us about this job of yours. Mr. McDonnell seems to think you'll make a pretty good electrician. Is that what you'd like to be when you leave here?
I reckon it's ace.
Apprentices are very poorly paid. How do we know you won't go back to your shoplifting habits?
Because I've got a lot of people backing me, that's how, and there's no way I'm going to let them down. Sorry.
That's all right, just sit down.
Hi, gorgeous.
What are you doing in there?
Collecting tea towels. God, you're a suspicious type, aren't you?
Every reason to be, Patterson. I've never had time for pushers.
Then don't get anyone pregnant.
Well, I suppose you have a smart crack ready if Mitchell blows a parole.
Here we go again. You know I'm getting bloody sick and tired of this.
And so am I. And believe me, if I catch you selling any more drugs, you'll be in more trouble
I'm
than...
not selling drugs.
My source is a
well,
good
your
one.
source is way up the creek, mate. Bloody hell. Look, I can rake in a fortune with my cards. Why on earth would I risk selling dope?
If you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes, don't. Because you can be damn sure I'll get to the bottom of it. Okay? Now get going.
Hey, cards aren't the only thing I'm good at, you know.
Oh?
Glad to prove it. Anytime you feel like it.
You try that one on, and I'll slap a charge on you so fast you won't know it's happened. Now get going.
It's not my lucky day, is it?
So when do you think Bobby will get out? I mean, if everything goes okay.
Anytime between now and 2000?
Yeah, and the way the department works, I'm afraid she's right.
But that's crazy.
Yes, that's the word I would have used too.
At least she has hope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, don't chuck your dummy in the dirt.
Oh, God, speak English for heaven's sake.
Oh, what I meant was, don't chuck a wobbly because you'll be out here in no time flat.
Which roughly translated means you're going to get out of here, bail or not, right? So don't get worried.
Yeah.
I hope you are right, Judy.
Sure. You'll be gone and Bobby will be gone, and then I'll have no one left to talk to.
Oh, thanks heaps. I wouldn't worry too much, Warren. From what I hear, Mitchell's going to be around for a long time. Why, what's
What do you
happened?
mean?
Cut the chatter and get on with your work.
Poor Bobby.
Hey, hang on. I've got a name, Kelly. Yeah, right.
Somebody's nicked my stash.
Miss Ferguson?
Yeah.
That is bad luck.
Bad luck for you if you don't help me find it, lady.
You threatening me, Kelly?
Oh, you could say that. Remember a word in the right ear about Murphy. Kind of tempting when you look at it from my side.
Righto, Kelly, you've made your point yet again. Now, what am I looking for?
Art paper and crayons.
Really? Who's the artist?
Try Berksell. Miss Ferguson.
I tell you, there's definitely something on the move, and I'm sure it's drugs. I've seen some of the women this morning moving around like zombies.
Well, I was going to mention it to Meg, but I wasn't sure. Perhaps it's time we did a cell search. Oh, it's ridiculous to have a full-scale search unless there's a damn good reason. I've better things to do with my time.
And you don't think drugs are a good enough reason?
Come on, a few bleary-eyed women is not conclusive in my book.
Well, I think you better renew your book. Those women were more than just bleary-eyed.
Listen, I have seen more drug users than you have had.
Joan, I don't think you've seen the women that they're referring to.
Yes, it was before you came on duty. They were definitely looking very bleary-eyed when we let them out.
See? Why have you waited so long to tell someone?
Joan, hang on, will you?
No, I think there's been too much hanging on. Now, 2 officers have reason to believe that there are drugs in the prison. You're the Deputy Governor. Don't you think you should hurry up and do something about it?
There will be a search. We had just
Good.
decided on that.
I'll take isolation. I was about to go up there anyway.
Good place for her. Think we could talk her into staying there permanently?
So you see, I've known young Bobby for quite a long time. Oh, I know she's had her ups and downs, but so does any kid of that age. The only difference for her is that she's had no family support to fall back on. That's what Edie and Mrs. Dobson and I want to give her. We think she's a good kid with a lot going for her. Mrs. Reynolds, do they know about the job she's got?
Yes, Dad.
Well, she really loves that job. And I'm sure she wouldn't do anything to harm her chances of getting her apprenticeship.
Mr. MacDonald also told me that he'd be happy to give her a permanent position when she does get it.
Is that right? Well, there you go, then. Looks like she's home and host.
They did. They went through bloody everything. They even went through all Bobby's stuff and she wasn't there. I don't reckon that's very fair. Not at all. You don't reckon she's blown her release, do you, Jude?
I don't know, Rabbit. Let's just hope it's the freak having a stir.
Is this how they get their kicks or what?
Yeah, one of their ways.
The other way's making us clean up after you.
Spent a long time on your cell, Patterson. Don't tell me you've been holding out on us.
Go stick it, Kelly.
You don't look too worried, Lou. You know what they're looking for.
You don't think I'd be so stupid as to stash it in my cell, do you?
Mr. Crookshank, I need a hand here.
Coming.
What's the matter? What are you doing with that?
We're checking everything, Greenway.
What's the problem?
I can't get this lid off.
Look, let me, please.
Look in everything.
Yeah, even your toothpaste.
Looks like Burke did you a favour, eh? Yeah, but don't worry. I'll be paying him back too.
Have I made myself clear on these points?
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Then bring the prisoner in, Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, should I leave?
No, that's all right, Mrs. Dobson. Just stand to the side, please.
We're ready for you now, Bobby.
Was it all right for me to come too?
Yes, of course, Dan.
Stand before the board, Mitchell. Right. Case number 4732, Roberta Alice Mitchell. It is the board's decision that you be released under license in the care of Mrs.
Oh, we
May
did it!
Purpose of
Oh,
both
Dan,
of
we
the
did it!
conditions set out under section 3
Oh,
of the
we
license.
did
We better let the man finish.
I have finished. Could we clear the room?
Thank you, Mr. Colby. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks very much.
It's lunchtime. How much longer are you going to keep us hanging around here anyway? As long as it takes, Burke. Any more remarks, you'll be on a charge.
What else are you looking for?
It's just taken long enough anyway.
She's probably planning something just to get at us.
Yeah, I hope that's not just a cover in case she does find something, Burke.
Of course it's bloody not. I don't trust her. Before Murphy was poisoned, that one beats him for dead.
Oh, Burke. You surprise me. Thought you had more brains than that. Looks like you're all clean. Better tidy up the mess so you'll be late for lunch.
Sorry we wasted your time, love.
Bitch!
Better hurry up, Burke. You wouldn't want to miss out on lunch as well.
Well, I reckon anyway. Oh, stop belly aching, will you? I am not belly aching. You wouldn't know what it was like to be concerned about a friend.
Oh, I thought you were concerned about your lunch being cold.
Oh, well, that too. That just topped it off, didn't it? And Bobby probably didn't even get any bloody lunch. She's probably up there in the pound right now, crying her eyes out.
Come on, but why would she be in the pound?
I don't know. Just get off my back.
She's very worried for her friend.
Oh, stupid cow. Doesn't she realise no news is good news?
Not around here, it's not. And your little antics didn't help either, did they?
Oh, talk about stuck bloody records.
Bacata, your solicitor's here.
Yes, Mrs. Betty.
You keep your foots crossed, Judy.
Yeah, I'll keep my foot crossed.
Well, that's about all we can do till we get her in the workshop.
Hey, this is looking great, you know?
Yeah, sure is. Hey, where'd you get your casters?
Oh, let's just say I found them.
Uh-huh.
Boy, everyone seems down the dumps today.
Bloody good reason, too.
I guess so. Hey, you want a game of cards or something?
No, thanks.
Just some matches. I wouldn't take your money. Okay. I guess you just want to be by yourself, huh?
Oh, look, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't mean to take it out on you. Tell me more about the UFOs. Did you really see one?
I think so. Got a good geek at it through the scope. It's a good one, too.
Yeah, you must be really serious about this stuff. Did you spend much on the scope?
Nearly broke me.
Hey, everyone, Rabbit, I'm getting out!
Terrific,
When did you get out?
Now! I just came to see if you'd help me pack, and then I'll come back and say goodbye properly.
You're on.
Me too, Let's
Bob.
go. I've only got 10 minutes. We'll hurry back.
In a few days. It is so soon.
But it is good, Emil. Then you will be free.
That cannot be. It's true, Mr. Humphreys. I have killed a man. They will say you stay here like the other women.
Don't think that. No. It is better now. We have this. You tell him, Mr. Humphreys.
What is it?
Things do look brighter, Mrs. Picata. A witness has come forward to say...
You saw what happened, Emil. It is not your fault. He will stand in court and... Sorry.
This witness will help?
I don't want you to get your hopes too high, but he signed a statement saying that the other driver was definitely in the wrong. I'm pretty hopeful that we'll get a suspended sentence.
You see?
Suspended is good?
It is very good. You will come home with me that day.
It is hard to believe in this place, but...
Be assured, Mrs. Picata, this witness has saved your bacon, as the saying goes. Now, I'll be seeing you again before you take the stand, so we'll leave you with your husband.
Yes, thank you. It is good news.
Emil, I must tell you, I have found a new house where we could be without the family. It is much better now. And you will see, I have made many plans to give us much happiness.
I think it is better if we have just one thing first. I leave here. Then we think of the rest, Ahmed.
You want me to ditch Fred?
Nah, stick him in. Memento from Wentworth. Anyway, Peter works real good at fixing things like that.
Hey, what about your stuff on the wall?
You and Rabbit can have it.
Oh, great. I bagged this one. Yeah, that's a pick of the bunch.
Oh, come on, here we go again. You two are meant to be best mates and you're carrying on like you hate each other's guts.
No way. I hate all of
I'm
her.
being serious, Lexi.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to lay it on you or nothing, but don't reckon I would have made it in here without me mates. Mates all you got once they shut that gate behind you. It's bloody stupid to be picking on each other all the time. Listen to me, will you? If I blame the apprenticeship, I can always go to preaching or something like
No,
that.
you're right, Bobs. I just like getting a rise out of the old rabbit, that's all. Bites better than a bed bug on rations.
Oh, Bull, you just like...
Rotten bugger. We'll call a truce, eh? Going away present for old Mother Mitchell.
Yeah. I miss you, Bob.
Oh, that's very touching. Looks like you're getting out in time, Mitchell. Didn't know you and Warren were quite that close.
Yeah, you'd know.
What was that?
She said we were just saying goodbye.
Well, say it and get to the rec room. Come on, Mitchell.
Now?
Yes, the Dobsons are waiting, or have you changed your mind about leaving?
Miss Ferguson, I promised I'd go back and say goodbye to everyone.
Then get out now.
Here. Bye, Bob.
Yeah. Knock 'em dead, kiddo.
Move it, Mitchell!
Tell the others what happened, eh?
And our own house to live in. Oh, Ahmed is so very happy. I hope it happens good in the trial.
Oh, I don't think you have anything to worry about, not after what your solicitor said.
You think?
Right on, you meal. Roll on freedom, eh?
Hey, come on, don't look so worried. It's gonna
She's
be...
gone. Bobby, the bloody freak wouldn't even let her come back for 5 minutes.
Bastards, they do that at Woodridge too.
You liar again, it stinks. So do I. The windows. No, it's we can see it open the windows.
Come on, everyone. We'll yell our bloody heads off, give her a wham over. Yeah.
How does it feel? Great, I guess. Except I wish I'd have been able to say goodbye properly.
Never mind, I'm sure they'll understand.
And you'll be able to write, Bobby.
Just a minute, what's that?
I think the dead could hear us.
I'm gonna make sure.
What are you gonna do?
What's happening?
It's all right, dear. They're just saying goodbye to their mate.
Oh, hell, eh? Stupid buggers.
Well, some farewell, all right.
Tell them I heard, will you, Mrs. M?
Yes, I'll tell him.
Well, ladies, come on. Let's go home.
Yes, it's a terrific break for Bobby. I doubt we'll see her back now she's with the Dobsons.
Yes.
It's good for old Stern, too. And Meg? Meg? Are you okay?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Dennis.
Oh, no, it's all right. And after what you've been through, the last thing you want is somebody prattling on, eh? Look, why don't you get off home? We're cool.
No, I'm fine. I am taking some time off, as from tomorrow.
Oh, great. Bit of a holiday away from this place, eh? Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, they're full of surprises, those women. Not only have they accepted full responsibility for the broken window, but they've insisted that the repair costs are taken out of their wages.
Doesn't seem fair, though, does it?
Well, why didn't they get to say goodbye to Mitchell anyway?
You know, Joan, every release is a Shanghai to her. Well, that reminds me, Bobby asked me to say her farewells to them.
There you go. Oh, our latest edition, eh?
Yes, I don't think you'll have any problems.
Stand on the line. Your name is Janice Mary Grant, is that correct?
Yes.
You've been found guilty of dangerous driving, driving under the influence of alcohol and failing to give way at a pedestrian crossing. You've been sentenced to 3 months' imprisonment, is that correct?
Yes. She knows the ropes.
Yep.
I'll leave you to it.
Right. Bring your bag over here, Grant. You'll get it back in 3 months' time. I have the jewellery, too. Well, the drink driving laws are pretty tough these days, aren't they, eh? They don't just apply to louts.
I'm well aware of the law. I'm also aware that such comments aren't part of my induction procedure.
Fine. And you'll also be aware that you are now required to shower and change.
I think I'm meant to sign for my things first.
Freak ruins everything.
Yeah, well, you've made it worse for all of us. I'm not losing dough for something you did.
Well, if we hadn't volunteered the money, the Scrooge just would have taken it off us anyway.
Yeah, perhaps you would have preferred us to lag, Kelly.
Yeah.
There's no need, is there, Dumbo? Because you're going to pay me the money they take.
I haven't got any.
You'll just have to find it, won't you?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, Judy.
Mrs. Morris, why did Bobby have to leave so suddenly?
Well, unfortunately, she didn't have time to say her farewells, but she asked me to say goodbye to you all and to tell you she's very excited about going to live standing.
Oh, good on her. Hope everything goes well for her. Pity we couldn't have a goodbye party for her.
Oh, come on, honey. At least she's in good hands.
Oh, bring on the violins.
It's enough, Kelly. Right, everybody back to work. I don't suppose I can talk you out of it.
I'm afraid not. I've sold my soul to money and travel. I've been given a research grant in Canada.
Wow, they're few and far between.
Yes, they are. I applied so long ago, I'd forgotten about it, actually.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll be sorry to see you go, and I'm sure the women will too.
Oh, I doubt that. I do feel a bit guilty about leaving Meg like this, though.
I'm sure she'll understand. Come in.
New inmates here, Governor.
We'll talk later, please.
Yes,
Come through, Grant. Janice Grant, Governor.
How do you do, Mrs. Reynolds?
Have we met before?
No, but I'm a solicitor. I'd be unprofessional if I didn't know who the officials were.
I see.
Grant's with us for 3 months, Governor. Drunk driving, and she hit a pedestrian.
I can read, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, I was very unlucky. After only a couple of drinks. Still, it was my fault entirely.
And the pedestrian?
A broken leg. Or I'd be facing manslaughter.
What cell do you want her in, Governor?
She can share a dormitory with Yumil Bakata.
But Bakata is only on remand.
Mason shared with her, and there were no problems. In fact, I think she's better with company.
Well, that's fine with me, if it's all right with the remand prisoner.
This isn't the Girl Guides, Grant. The Governor will decide.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson. That is my decision. You'll also be expected to work.
Oh, do I have a choice in what I'm required to do?
Well, there's not much of a selection. We've got a laundry, a kitchen...
What about, secretarial duties? I think I'm probably better pushing paper.
I'll see what I can arrange.
Thank you.
It's bloody boring here tonight without Bobby.
Oh, clam up, will you?
Out of sight, out of mind, eh? She's meant to be your friend, too.
She is.
But there's nothing we can do about it.
Come on, let's go and see if there's a soppy movie on. You can cry it out if you see.
Judy, do you like coffee in my
Oh,
room?
no, love, I'm desperate to powder my nose.
Carter.
Hey, what do you want?
Just checking.
For what? Be careful, will you?
Look, I know Barry went through this, but you could put anything under her nose and she'd miss it.
Miss what? What are you looking for?
Loose stuff was on art paper. I can't think of a more obvious place to stash it.
Look, I don't know anything about your bloody drugs. Go on, look.
Ellie,
Look on it.
Deacon. Any news? Nothing was found in the search. What about Frank? Clean. I'd say whoever took it got rid of it before the search. Now, why don't you two go and amuse yourselves with the new inmate? By the looks of her, she's not short of a quid.
What do you think?
She's lying. Greenwade, finish that painting?
Yeah, I have. So, just in here. Here's your photo. And here you go. Like it?
None of the other women have seen this?
No. Is it what you wanted?
Yes.
Bloody hell, I'm not painting another bloody stroke. Where's the screws? Above went 10 minutes ago. About bloody time.
Oh. Well, as soon as you've packed up, you can go to the rec room. Thanks,
Good.
gentlemen.
Right, Mrs. Barry.
You're really starting to look quite nice.
Yeah, Ta. Be better if it was a brighter colour, but...
Yeah.
Department drab, eh?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Where do you think you're going?
You heard her. Work's over.
Not until we've cleared up.
Oh, you and Paddy here can handle that.
No way. Now on, we're going to shadow you. That way, if you get tipped off, we'll be the first to know about it.
Oh, bugger off. I'm not having you two on my heels day and night.
You bet you are. Who the hell's been giving you the word anyway,
What, cheers? You might up a paintwork. Hey.
Well, when's the next hit?
I don't know. I haven't had another warning.
We'll all know when you do, though. Won't we?
Won't we, Frank?
Oh, is it something we said?
No, I was offered something too good to pass up.
What could be better than this?
Free trip to Canada?
Oh, that does. All right. So are we getting somebody else?
Sam, wait till I'm out the door, will you? I don't know, I suppose so.
We're going to miss you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to be going, really.
You better get going, too, or you'll have one of these girls in your suitcase.
All right, all right.
Bye. See you. Bye. Don't forget to ride.
Yeah, I will. See you.
Bye. Take care.
And this is the recreation room. Yamil will introduce you to the ladies.
Yes, I will.
Right then, if you've got any problems, there's always an officer around.
Thank you.
Look, everybody, this is Gina's clan. She shares with me. Tammy, Gina, this is Judy, Marlene, Lexi, Sam,
Hi.
Lou, Kath.
G'day.
And
Oh, hang on, Yamil, thanks, but I think I'll pick up the names eventually. Hello.
How long are you in for?
3 months.
what did you do?
You don't have to answer that.
That's all right. I knocked down a pedestrian.
Did you kill him?
No, but wait, you'd have me here for much longer if I did.
Like me.
Yes, but from what you've said, your solicitor's right. You could get a suspended sentence.
Janice's solicitor.
Oh,
Yeah?
Couldn't you get yourself off? No, not exactly. I am guilty.
Couldn't you have paid your way out?
No.
Well, you better be careful. You know, you're going to have everyone coming to you asking you for advice on retrials and that sort of stuff.
I don't mind, but there's probably not much I can do from in here.
Do you play cards, Janice?
Say no, Janice. Gets pretty boring around here at night.
Yeah, that's true, it does. But underneath that culture club exterior lies a pretty ruthless card shop.
And that bell means food. And if you didn't hear the bell, you can always rely on Marlene.
Well, it's no good putting it off any longer.
Not exactly 5-star cuisine.
No, dear, pure stodge.
And no cocktails to wash it down with.
Well, we pretend it's Irish coffee. I mean, why not? We blame the Irish for everything else.
Money!
Oh, hello, Miss Ferguson. Thanks for coming.
Mrs. Taylor?
Oh, Honey Joan.
Shane, how are you, mate?
Terrific, now you're here. He hates us.
That'll do, Tracy. Miss Ferguson, this is our daughter.
Hello, Tracy.
Hello. Why don't you show your auntie your new room, Shane? Later. How about you two set the table while Miss Ferguson has a drink? Okay. But I'm sitting next to Auntie Joan. The guest always gets one side of the table to themselves.
I don't mind.
Look, you two can sit opposite Auntie Jo.
Why?
It's just easier that way, Shane.
Told you. It's not fair. I never get to see Auntie Joan anymore.
Shane, it doesn't really matter where I sit. Now, I'm going to be spending the evening with you and, well, I'll be able to see you better across the table.
Will you talk to me while I'm sitting out the knife and forks?
There goes Shane. Your auntie hasn't even sat down yet.
No, it's all right. Lead the way, mate.
The good set, Shane.
You bet.
What do you mean, not better off? Living with a screw. An ex-screw, one of the best. Suppose he won't have any trouble showing her who's boss, eh? It's not like that. He really cares about Bobby. Bull. Shut up, Lexi.
You do not like? Oh, I'm just not feeling very hungry.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, love. We all feel like that till we get over the culture shock.
You two finished?
Oh, yeah. Just waiting for Frank to finish, Mr. Crookshank.
I'm sure he'll find you. Oh, go on, get going.
Listen, guess I was wrong about you before.
How's that?
Malarkey, you taking it.
This is a change, it's you.
I was wrong. I'm not going to get down on my hands and knees.
Yeah, well, I'm not that pleased you lost the stuff either.
We're going to have to think up some other ways to get some capital together.
You've got one way.
Yeah. Guess it's time we got the ladies to cough up with their protection money again.
Leave it to me.
We've always lived in the area. It's close to the schools for Tracy. Now Shane.
Bob's mother's not far away. She likes to see us as much as possible.
I'm not doing anything.
She's been particularly good at the moment.
Mum, will you tell him to stop it?
What's the problem?
He keeps kicking my chair.
Sit still, please, Shane.
Does your mother live alone?
Yes, Dad died a couple
Do you still get kookaburras in your yard?
Yes, Shane. I'm sorry, you were saying.
Do you still save a bit of meat for him? Stop interrupting, Shane. Stop telling me what to do.
Settle down, you two.
I wasn't doing anything, Dad. I wasn't doing anything, Dad.
Shane, that's enough.
She never does anything wrong, does she?
Yes, she does. But you were the one who interrupted us.
I want to speak to my Auntie Joan. Now! You haven't stopped talking to them all evening.
We're here to get to know each other, all of us.
Auntie Joan and I already know each other.
That's quite enough, Shane.
Let Bob handle it.
If you don't behave, you can go to your room.
No! It's my night and you keep spoiling it. Auntie Joan came to see me, not you. You hate me, and you want to turn her against me too.
That's not true, and you know.
Stop it! It is! Stop it! I hate you. I don't want you for parents.
It's becoming a regular occurrence, unfortunately. They start picking on each other for no reason, and then they both end up in their rooms for the rest of the night.
I feel quite embarrassed. You know, I came here tonight prepared to believe that you weren't the right family for Shane. He actually led me to believe that you...
That we don't love him or want him.
Yes.
It's not true, Joan.
Oh, I can see that now. You know, I thought I knew Shane, but tonight you were far more patient with him than I would have been.
We just don't know what to do. It'd be very easy to just give up and put Shane back in the home. But neither Bob or I are prepared to do that. We want him to be part of our family. But we just don't know how to convince him of that. It's very quiet in there.
How is he?
Well, I didn't commit murder. We don't believe in spanking children.
Oh, I agree, but, you know, sometimes a good spanked bottom can work wonders.
Maybe. He wants to talk to you.
Come on. Enough tears.
You heard what it was like. They just pick on me all the time.
Oh, I don't know about that, Shane.
You saw it, didn't you?
What I saw was you not giving the tale as much of a chance. Just like those kids at school.
Tried. They just don't want me like you do.
Shane, I can't have you. We both know that. Now, look, you've got a new life here, and I expect you to give it a try.
I don't want a new life. I want to be with you. Please don't send me back. Don't make me go back there. I want to be with you. Please. No one has to know.
What's the matter with you? I say a couple of things about the tricks Bobby and I used to get up to, and you go storming off. Don't you think it's about time you grew up and stopped playing the snooty bloody bitch?
I'm not being snooty. Just miss her, all right?
I'm sorry. Guess I took it the wrong way. I was only talking about Bob's because I miss her too, you know. This place is bloody miserable when you don't have mates to talk to.
Yep. Me and Bobby were the best. We always talked about getting out of here and getting a flat together. I reckon it would have been really good, too.
Sure would have. Bob's always knew how to enjoy herself.
Yeah, it's not fair. You meet the best mate you've ever had, they don't let you out together.
Them's the breaks, Rabbit.
Yeah. She always wanted us to be mates, you know.
Yeah, I know. Guess we just got off on the wrong foot, eh?
Yeah, I guess we did.
But, I'm willing to give it a go if you will. Deal?
Well, he's cried himself to sleep.
I'll go and tuck him in.
Coffee?
Yes, thank you. Well, I know what the problem is. Me.
Rubbish. Don't think that at all. Shane's had a hell of a life. He's been pushed from pillar to post, and when he finally finds someone who really loves him, some court judge says he can't stay. No child can expect to settle with a bunch of strangers after all that trauma.
I've tried to stay out of his life, but I'm just frightened he'll keep running away.
And the way to fix that is to be a part of his life.
Oh, after what happened tonight?
At the moment, he resents us for taking him away from you. But the court can't stop you coming into our home and being a part of our weekend activities.
You sure?
Be the wisest thing all around. Don't see any need for the boy not to see you, especially while he's so young. So, interested in being part of the family, Auntie John?
Yeah. Nothing would make me happier.
Let's settle then.
I bet a lot of other stuff finds its way inside.
Sorry?
Well, it can't be all tea and coffee and chocolate they swap, is it? What about the things the officers don't like?
Oh, yes. Some of the girls. But not Judy or the girls I'm friendly with.
Yes, but which girls?
You out! Not allowed here.
Just a friendly visit. Thought the new girl ought to be told the safety rules.
Go on.
Well, it's very simple. You see, the screws aren't always nice people. In fact, a person's only got to look sideways at some of them and you've got a day in the pound, or you lose your phone calls and visits for a week. Now, we don't happen to think that's fair, so we've worked out a little compensation scheme. Any trouble from them and you're covered, as long as you're paid up.
Look, if you're looking for money, what little I had was taken from me this morning.
Fair enough. But I'd suggest you get some brought in real fast, just in case, you know?
Yes, I think I get the picture.
Good. Now, how about leaving me and your friend here alone for a minute?
No, I think I'm quite happy where I am at the moment, thank you.
Move it.
Your meal?
I said, take a walk. Yeah. Time to pay up. Now, come on, darling. We all know hubby was here this morning. Hand it over. All right, sweetheart. Could have been easy, but you made it difficult.
No! Please! Here! Here! Take it! Take it all!
Like I told you. Easy.
You pay!
sugar wheel. I can still taste this stuff. What'd you say it was? Porridge. Bull. It is. Porridge isn't grey. This stuff's grey.
Grey death.
Yeah, well, don't blame Ravens. He hates using it too, but it's government issue. Even money, they put it in the wrong packet. This stuff's for filling holes in the wall.
Well, I would say our new friend agrees with you.
Yeah, I've been watching her too. She certainly loves that black coffee.
That's what all those upmarket chillers have for breakfast. Black coffee and orange juice, the West Wing.
Hey, she's really nervous. How did she sleep last night, you Mill?
Wake up.
Hey.
Hello. Hello. Sorry. She does not sleep. She walks on floor all night.
Well, I guess if you're going to walk, it's the best place to do it, eh?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to
Very
fall
funny.
off the ceiling.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Oh, look, if you're not going to eat that, I'll have it.
Noisy bitches. Bloody chook house is getting on my nerves. Shut up, Frank. I'm going to ask if we can go outside in our rec period. Want to back me up? Well, will you or won't you? Tom, there's only 3 of us. Are we going to stick together or not?
Don't you worry about that, Frank. We're going to stick to you like glue.
Yeah, I've noticed, McRae. Well, it won't work.
More toast, Jim.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Would you mind getting it? Frank, you might wander off and get lost. We wouldn't want that, would we?
I had a chat with some of the women yesterday. Did you stop Bobby Mitchell from saying goodbye to them?
I did.
Why? What harm would it have done?
Mitchell was leaving, they were staying.
So?
You're not serious.
I'm just a simple bloke from Yorkshire, Joe. You know that?
Come on, she could have told him any amount of lies before she left. We could have had a riot on our
That's
hands.
ridiculous, and you damn well know it.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't care to see my fellow officers placed in that kind of danger.
Oh, God, now I've heard everything. Well, don't tell me you really are going to stand for union rep. You know there's a meeting this afternoon.
I've heard mention of it.
And then they come to the press for the finishing touches. So what do you think you'd like to do, love?
Oh, honestly, I'll leave it up to you.
No, you won't. You'll leave it up to me.
Why don't you give me a break?
Shut up. Brian forgot to tell you that the press is mine. Right, Yank?
Look, I don't want to make any trouble. Just
Can
tell
you
me
fold
what
a sheet?
You don't have to insult her, Lou.
Who's insulting? Look at the hands, Greenway. Now, I'm no bloody genius, but I'd say it's a long time since they've worked in a laundry. Wouldn't you?
All right, you've proved your point. Do you want to show me how you want them folded, Judy?
Oh, yeah, except Marlene is the folding expert, aren't you, love?
Oh, yeah, nothing to it, Jan. Look.
Where you going, Wog?
My name is Yamil. I do the picking up.
Should never let the mongrels in the country.
Yeah, it's not fair, is it? Here she is taking the job of some poor Australian criminal.
I'm glad you're all in such a good mood, because I got something to tell you. I'm starting up the numbers game again.
Oh, what?
$1 a ticket and $5 for the winner.
Yeah, count me out. I haven't got any money.
What about you, Patterson? You're the big punter.
Oh, I'll give it a go. As long as I can pick my own number.
Sure, as long as you pick 2, and as long as you pay up now. It's nice of you. Hey, Warren, you owe your friend here $1.
I said...
And you've got number 3.
Lou, I'm not interested in...
And I said you are. You want to argue? Well, come on. There's no need to stop work. I'll get around to you all. You've got a problem, lady. Shaky hands. I got the medicine if you got the money. Whatever you like.
No, thank you.
Grass, speed, booze.
You can get alcohol?
But if it turns you on.
Yes, I might be interested.
Yeah, I think you might be too. Don't look now, but your hands are shaking again. Greenway. You can only lose $1.
That's not the point. You're trying to make me do something I don't want to do.
Yeah, that's right. So why don't you be a good little schoolgirl and stop messing things up for everybody else?
I'm not the one messing things up for the others, and I'm not paying.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, she's not. Neither am I.
Your number's 11. I'll get the money off you later.
No, I count you, Will.
Don't push your luck, Brian.
Look, lay off, Lou. I only forked out because I'm a mad punter, but if the others
I'll do it because I told him to.
Yeah? Bull.
Shut up, Warren. I'm warning you. Just shut up.
Hey, don't look now, Lou, but I think you're losing your appeal.
And you lose your teeth in a minute. Now give with me money, or I'll forget I'm a lady.
Cut it out, Lou!
Rack
Just
off,
cut it out!
Oh, God, Kelly! Please stop it, Jude!
All right, that's enough. Now, come on. Now, break it up. Come on. Get over there. You know you're both on a charge, don't you? Now, what happened? But come on, who started it? I don't know why I waste my time. If I walk out of here, what happens? Is it finished, or do I have to put you both in solitary?
It's finished.
Kelly? Well?
Finished.
Right. What about you, Bride? Feel okay?
I'm all right. Talking about?
I go to do bad thing to man. Burke.
Frank Burke? Why?
He ripped my prayer book.
God. Where is he?
No, you don't understand. I hit wrong man. Not hit Frank Burke. Hit Mr. C.
Mr. Crookshank?
He does not move.
Okay, you go back to the laundry.
But I must tell.
You must go back to the laundry. And please, don't say a word to anybody about this, okay?
But
just do as you're told. Go, go.
I've been dying for this. Had to miss morning tea and do this rotten job. I'd kill for a cigarette.
Oh, I can't help you there. Mine are in the locker. You've heard that we're electing a new union rep this afternoon?
Yeah.
Standing for it?
No, thanks. I've got enough trouble. You?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say no if I was nominated. Well, better get back to it, eh?
Oh, if you see Dennis Crookshank, ask him to contact me, will you?
Is he not in the staff room?
No, I just tried that. I was looking for him before, too. And he's just disappeared. In fact, he should be doing this job.
Funny, I better go and look for him.
Thanks, Joan.
Yeah, well, I'll see you at the meeting.
Mr. Crookshank. Mr. Crookshank. Thank God. Mr. Crookshank.
What are you laughing at, Warren?
Oh, nothing.
Well, don't get any big ideas just because your dark mate had a go at me. She's going to be looked after.
Oh, for God's sake, Lou, it's over. So why don't you just forget it, huh?
And I'll have anyone who sticks up for her as well. Where you been, Wog?
My name is Yamil, not Wog.
Hey, what's the score, Yim? This thing's empty.
I not find nothing.
Oh, yeah, but there was the kitchen and the stuff. What's the matter, Yamil? I wasn't having a go at you.
Yeah, come on, mate. We'll pick it up later, eh?
Not worth getting upset about.
Yeah, right. I stay here very long time. Not leave prison now.
What? Hey, of course you will. You'll be home with your husband, no time flat. Yeah, what are you talking about? Something happened?
No. Nothing happened. Nothing.
I've been thinking about your problem. Still want to buy the booze?
It's hardly a problem. If you've got some to sell, I'll buy. If not, it doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was looking at your hands. You got it real bad, haven't you?
When can I have it?
You got the money?
I'll get it as soon as I can.
Well, that's when you'll get the booze.
Look, I promise you, you'll get it.
Listen, Lush. You want booze, it's money up front. Until then, you just keep those hands shaking. It suits you.
I think you should go to the infirmary.
Brian, get away from him.
I'm only trying to help.
What happened?
I don't know. He was like that when I came in.
John, was there anybody outside?
Outside? What are you talking about?
I think we should take him to the infirmary. He's got a hell of a bump on the
No,
back of his
no,
head there.
just-
You could have concussion. You should go to the infirmary.
Oh, God. No, look, not yet. I'll just sit for a moment. I couldn't take the stairs.
You know what happened?
No, I just heard a lot of noise coming from the cell, and like an idiot, I just rushed in, and that's all I can remember.
Well, Bryant?
Well, what? I don't know what happened, do I? He probably just fell over.
Come on, Bryant, look at the cell. What did he fall over? Dynamite? Come on, you can do better than that.
Yeah, look, just hang on. I don't know who did it,
Yeah,
but I know...
shut up, you. Yeah, you've been riding me all day, haven't you?
Oh, that's better. For a moment, I almost believed you. Would you care to tell me why?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. He put me on a charge for fighting with Kelly. Are you satisfied now?
For the moment?
Judy, what's going
You
on?
just shut up and leave me alone, you! Hey, cut it! You get out!
Just hold it there, Bryant. Now, would you care to tell me what this is all about?
Yeah, I'll tell you what it's about. We got Murphy for you, didn't we? But that creep who raped Pixie is still wandering around here scot-free.
Oh, so you thought you'd wreck yourself, huh?
Yeah, and that's just a start of it.
Oh, no, it's the finish. You're going to the pound, Bryant. I'll get this one up to solitary and then get the sister for you. Come on.
You okay, Jude?
Terrific.
No talking. Wait outside, young.
Can't I stay?
No.
Just for a little...
Go on.
It's all right. You the singing waiter? Do you know me and my gal?
Are you going to tell me what all this is about?
Freak already told you. I knocked you out, then messed
That's
up the cell.
rubbish.
How do you know that? You got eyes in the back of your head? You said you didn't see who hit you.
I didn't have to see to know it wasn't you. I left you in the laundry. There's no way you could have got to isolation before me.
What do you want me to do? Swear on a stack of Bibles?
You'd had to have passed me, Judy. Now, come on. Who are you protecting and why? I'd only have to repeat this to the governor and we'd soon find out.
Please, don't do that.
Well, who was it?
She didn't know it was you. She thought it was Frank Burke. Look, she's due to get out of here in a minute.
So it was Yamir.
Frank messed up her prayer book. Now, that probably sounds crazy to you, but to her it was very important.
And you're going to take the blame for it?
Big deal. Been in here for the rest of my life anyway. What's another 6 months? But Yamil has a future. Don't say anything. Please. Thanks. Patterson?
Me? You gotta be joking.
Oh, sorry, Lexi. Shirley Patterson, A block. Jones?
Yep.
Jones, Murray? Right, and Corbett?
Oh,
right, that's the lot, ladies, I'm afraid. Yes.
You said I could make a phone call.
Oh, yes, of course. Come with me.
It's not bloody fair. We know Jude's in the pound. Why can't they tell us what she's done?
Look, what are you worrying about? She's up there having a big lunch.
I'm worrying because she's my mate. You know, friend, what I'm trying to be with you, only you make it bloody hard.
All right. Don't get your cards wet.
Marlene, must talk. Must tell you what happened.
You dipped out in the mail call too, eh?
Got mine yesterday. How about you?
Nah, I hate letters. Only got to write back, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hey, the robot's looking pretty good. How about we go and have a captain and I'll tell you what you did wrong?
What?
I'm not bothering you, am I?
Hmm?
How do you do it, Burke?
What?
Read and grunt at the same time. What are you? Some kind of genius or something?
Yeah, I went to night school. Now, mingle with a guest, will you? I'm busy.
No, there's something we got to talk about.
God, you'd have to be a bloody midget to fit in there.
Oh, look, Mrs. Early. Yeah, want to give it a try?
No way. Tell you what, though. Give you a few hands of poker before we go back to work.
No, you don't. I've got trouble.
Hey, look, cut it out. I was working. Your meal's laid Crookshank out and Jude's taken the rap.
What? Must tell Governor. Judy say not to tell, but it's wrong.
Must tell until we've checked with Jude.
Oh, look, how the hell are we going to do that?
That's what we've got to figure out. Come on.
It doesn't have to be top shelf booze.
Because
Customers are real lush, and she's loaded. Now, do you want the dough or don't you?
Okay, I'll fix it. Now, bugger off, will you? I'm busy.
Oh, you've changed your tune. Who's the letter from? Your girlfriend?
Me mother.
Oh, I'll bet.
You got a nasty mind, lover. Here, look for yourself.
I mean it, son. The weather forecast for the next few days is very bad. So you stay indoors. Bloody hell. I wouldn't want you getting something in that chest of yours. You're a real mummy's boy, aren't you?
Don't knock it. It's good advice. Thanks, Mummy.
She can't be as bad as all that.
I'm not kidding you, Joyce. She will drive us all mad.
Yeah, Porter
I bet that's why she's
versus
being transferred. Barners couldn't stand her any longer.
But she's well into her 60s. She can't be that disruptive.
Don't you believe it? She's got the get up and go of a teenager. Hello, Val.
To me, would you?
Hi, Pat.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to be doing this too many times. She's talked non-stop since we left Barnhurst.
Yeah, I was just telling Joyce about it.
Where is she?
Who?
Etty. She was heading in here while Oh, no. Hang on.
Oh, shut up a minute. Listen, love. Look, I'm sorry, but I need some money. About $100. Look, I don't care how. They just mustn't see it. Yeah, I think that should just about do it, Carolyn. Yeah?
Well, I see
okay,
what you mean.
Good. Bring it in tomorrow.
Right.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
There's good ground out there, and all I've got growing is weeds.
Hello, Etty.
Oh, Patricia.
Etty.
What? Oh, yes. I'll have to call you Mrs. Slattery until she leaves. She's a nice girl, but very old-fashioned.
Hello, Etty. My name's Barry. I wonder if you'd come over
Barry?
here.
That's no name for a girl. Why'd your parents call you that?
Well, they didn't. That's my husband's name.
Oh. Well, where is he?
At work, I suppose. Why?
Well, why are you telling me his name?
Her name is Mrs. Barry.
Oh, Struth, not another Mrs. Are you responsible for that garden out there?
What is wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? There's a flaming war on, and all you've got is weeds growing in it. It's a disgrace. Haven't you ever heard of Victory Gardens?
World War II, still going. Would somebody mind signing this? I
be
want to go
delighted.
outside the street.
No, not all that rubbish again. Yes, my name is Ethel May Parslow. Yes, and I know why I'm here. Yes, yes, yes. Just sign it, love, will you? Let this poor girl leave. It's been a long trip, hasn't it, Val? Mrs. Trengrove.
Etty, call me Val.
Oh.
Bye, all.
Come along, Etty. We'll take you through to the showers.
Oh, hi, Jen. I had to take over here. You want to give your meal a hand? Okay, thanks.
Hold on. We'll do that later. Righto, putters. It's time for the big draw. Everyone remember their numbers?
Who's drawing it?
What's the matter, Patterson? Don't you trust me?
Where there's money involved, I don't trust no one.
Fair enough. So what we're looking for is, what do you call it when someone doesn't buy a ticket?
Partial body.
Oh, give the job to the lady with the word. And just so there's no cheating, Lexi here can hang on to the list of names. You ready, Grant? Right, off we go. Nice steady hand.
That's 9. Number 9.
Who is it?
Francis. Surprise, surprise.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Then don't say it.
Oi! Leave it. No way. They're all number 9. Oh, you're a lousy cheat, Kelly.
Shut up.
Bloody cheats are the scum of the earth. And they need to be taught a good lesson.
I'm warning you, Patterson.
We want our money back, Kelly.
Tough.
Now! Yeah, what do you say, girls? Come on, Lou.
What? You won't be keeping it for long.
Woo!
And I suppose I really should have called this union meeting when I stopped being rep, but, well, things got a bit busy, didn't they? Well, shall we get on with it? Now, nominations? Oh, come on.
Can I nominate myself?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
Good. I might add that my reason for standing is that I'm quite concerned about officer safety.
Yes, all right. Seconded? Seconded Gail Brown. Right. Any more nominations? Well, I'd like to nominate Dennis. Seconded? Seconded Pat Slattery.
You've got to be kidding. He's hardly a union man.
Well, that makes two of us then, doesn't it? Thanks, Joyce. I accept the nomination.
Right, well, we'd better vote on it if you wouldn't mind stepping outside.
You really surprised me. I didn't think you and the union would see eye to eye.
Well, let's just say, Joan, that like you, I'm concerned with officer safety too. I don't like them being sacked for trying to do their job.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Your girlfriend.
Come in, please. Well, I'd like you all to congratulate our new union representative, Dennis Cruikshank.
Hey, you guys come and we're all going out for a game of volleyball. Hey, come on.
No, some other time.
Oh, come on, you're lining up the party.
Okay, you talked me into it, but I'm at the net, okay? Come on, girls, race outside.
Yeah.
Marlene, you mind if we change our minds?
Oh, no, must be a better sales girl than I thought, eh? Let me down! Frank, let me down! Let me just...
Where are you off to, Burke? Well, I'll just have to pay a visit, Mr. Cruikshank. Stomach's playing up a bit.
All right. Well, tell Officer Ratcliffe I gave you permission to stay inside, but you're to go to your cell.
No, thanks, Pa. We'll just watch.
Come on, Lexi.
Hang about. Where's Frank?
That bastard, he's conned us. Come on.
Everybody down! Take cover!
Front gate to call the police. Good. Did you see where it was coming from? Up that top area somewhere. I'll check it out. Right. Is she all right?
Yeah, she's been hit in the arm. I think she'll be all right. She's just passed out from shock. So the excitement's over.
I hope so.
Dennis! He's heading towards the road.
Right. Can you manage?
Yeah, sure, but what... Right, everybody inside. Come on, danger's over. Get a move on. Kelly, Greenway, get Sister Hall on the stretcher. Come on, move it. What's the matter with you, Warren? You've been hit. There's no wound.
I reckon she's all right. Just got some blood on her from me, that's all.
What are you talking about? Are you hit?
Just a flesh wound. I always wanted to say that. Does that mean I'm in the mood?
Get her inside, Grant. Come on. The rest of you inside if you're on a charge.
You okay, Mal?
I'm sorry, I just thought... I was very frightened. Oh, I didn't want to shoot at us.
We weren't aiming at you.
That's right, Mother. Those bullets were meant for us. Guess who's locked away all nice and safe inside?
I mean, Frank set this up.
Is that his last chance?